Hi, everybody. Welcome to 12 Days of PAX. My name is Tanya. Myself and all these wonderful folks that you see in the overlay are going to bring you some shenanigans. Hopefully they bring you a little joy and silliness in the cold, dreary months of December. And we're going to go chase a goose, literally in hell. But before we do that, I want everyone to introduce themselves. I'm going to go in the order of the overlay that I'm seeing. So right next to me is Eugenio Vargas. Who are you? What are you doing? And who are you playing? And your pronouns.
So many questions. Hi, everybody. I'm Eugenio. You might know me as DM Jazzy Hands on the internets. I use he, him pronouns, and I am a tabletop content creator, game designer, in and about, podcaster, all of that. I'm on Twitter at DM Jazzy Hands, and this evening I am playing Xenophia Silveranth, also known to her friends, I guess, as Zan. Zan is a half-elf hexblade warlock of the Raven Queen who has world and plane hopped to many, many different one-shots and universes and settings and is, well, I don't know about excited, but ready to find herself here in Avernus, and she uses she, her pronouns.
Great. Mae.
Oh, no. Hi, my name is Mae. I am a French-Canadian Métis content creator. I do creative and I do video games. So it's basically potpourri when you come visit me on my stream. In real life, I am a full-time illustrator and tattooist. Tonight, I will be playing Ananice, who is a half-elf rogue. You can tell she's a moon elf because of some slight modeling around her eyes and uses she pronouns as well as me because I forgot that part. And yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Archon, aka Brian.
Hi, Brian, or Bohemian, part-time variety streamer on Twitch games and food content. Tonight playing Archon, tiefling bard, who isn't super happy to find himself in hell, but figures if there's either profit to be made or an escape to be found, he will find it. Both Archon and I have he, him pronouns.
Awesome. Sierra.
Everyone, my name is Sierra. I'm a queer drag content creator on Twitch. You can find me pretty much everywhere as Sierra X Myst. And I am playing Sayara, who is a bard from the College of Glamour, a true performer, and probably thinks that it's not quite their time. My pronouns are he, she, they, any of them, but Sayara's are they, them.
Awesome. Karatomo.
Hi, I'm Cara, also Cheritomo, and I'm a narrative designer and variety streamer on Twitch. I play a lot of cozy games and a lot of narrative-based games, which I like to analyze, given my background. And I'm playing Tally Toe Punch today. She is a monk from the very secretive Toe Punch clan. She's one of the first to leave her family in a while because she's chasing after her twin sister Tilly, who also decided to leave the clan and betray the ways of the Toe Punchers. And both of our pronouns are she, her.
I'm sorry. I'm just like, I need backstory.
I don't know if I can hold it in. I'm sorry.
Have such questions.
Well, there'll be time for tea and questions when you wake up in hell.
Okay.
And I'm your DM, Tanya Cyberped here. I am a variety streamer on Twitch. I do a lot of RPG content, and I'm really excited to do this and have some fun with some friends, and take them all to hell. Because what else do you do to your friends? And I will be all the NPCs, including our terrible Goose. Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Woo!
All right, let's do it. Yeah.
Let's go to hell.
I mean, we already made
Enough
it to
people have
2020.
told us.
Seriously. Mm-hmm.
Fair.
Doing him a favor.
Mm-hmm.
But this time you didn't quite go there of your own volition. So, all of you, have traveled together, you've explored together. You've been around for a long time, and you're at that point where you kind of want to settle down, and everyone was like, "This is our last gig. This is going to be the great score. Or we can sit up in the meadow or wherever you want to retire, and not have to do anything else ever again." And so you took this job, and what you thought was going to be like a simple thieving gig, but you would all walk away with a lot of gold, a lot of gems, a lot of fun things you could sell or keep or do whatever with. And instead, you found a lovely sapphire dragon. I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep it together, but I just saw
That's
you.
an oopsie.
Face. That's a big oopsie.
I got excited when you said sapphire, and then you kept going.
Sorry. Not sorry.
No, you're not.
At all whatsoever. So the sapphire dragon was not supposed to be there. And once you went into its den, it was like, oh, a treat. Because what you were going for was part of its hoard, and the person who hired you left that really important detail out. So you didn't expect a dragon. The dragon didn't expect you. There was fire. There were eldritch blasts of many various qualities, and you all died. Horrible, horrible death. But it being a realm of magic and whatnot, you wound up in the not good place because all of you are kind of ne'er-do-wells in life of some flavor. And when you all come around, you find yourselves in Avernus. On a plateau, you can look down and kind of see out across rocky desert sands. You look over, you think you see the river Styx over yonder, and to the right are a lot of mountains and a lot of dark skies where you're like, I guess there's no sun in Avernus, who knows? But you're all coming around, you're kind of flopped on this plateau. What do you do? Who are you seeing first? And what's your plan now that you have kind of met your afterlife?
Okay, first of all, Avernus, that's insulting.
Where did you think you were going to go?
Somewhere a bit deeper down. We are famous adventurers. And we ended up in Avernus? Come on. Asmodeus would be lucky to have us in his realm.
This is not the gig that I signed up for, and it certainly isn't what I deserve.
I don't know. There was that time we killed all those clerics in that temple.
Yes, but the song I wrote about that was a hit.
That's true. You
And
did
honestly,
them justice.
They started it.
True.
They got more than they deserve with that song. They are immortal because of that song.
Exactly.
Well, I think we all agree we should not be here, so let's do something about it. We are great adventurers, no?
Is there someone we can speak with? A manager, perhaps?
Oh, yes, somewhere. Karen!
I don't know, man. Have you guys looked around yet? There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of people that I would want to talk to.
Well, there's never a whole lot of people I want to talk to, but yes, point taken.
Look, we don't have time for your ego right now. We got to figure out the situation.
Oh, nice, my love. There's always time for my ego, but all right, let's go.
So while you all are kind of combobulating yourselves out in the afterlife, describe what someone would see if they were to look over at you right now.
I'm leaned over, dusting myself off. She obviously has an issue with being rumpled. Not obsessively, but fastidiously rearranging everything as she composes herself. You can tell she doesn't want to be perceived as off balance. She has a long cloak. Most of her figure is hard to see. It's a mishmash of browns and blacks and dark blues. Long dark hair, pale skin with some light gray-green blue modeling around the ears and the temples of her face, and very quick eyes darting around and taking in what's happening.
As Anais is dusting herself off, yes?
Her, yes, sorry.
Great. No, my fault, I can remember. I think Zan takes a moment and just casts prestidigitation on her skin-tight black leather armor that's sort of got this breastplate over it and is instantly clean. So what you see once she's clean is a half elf with sort of medium brown skin, obviously has some wood elf heritage somewhere in there, but shock white hair and violently purple eyes that maybe suggest there is more than just wood elf and human back there. She otherwise travels really lightly and doesn't really seem to have any weapons or anything on her. She just has this, there's no way that I can say this without at least two people laughing. She has this rod, and it is super, for sort of as over the top as the rest of her is, the rod is very simple. It looks like it's made from like some sort of gray matte metal, and just has like one little line drawn down it. And that's really all she carries with her.
So Sayara,
It was like someone talk.
I'm just trying to hold it in. I'm trying to hold it in about the rod.
Proud of you, Brian.
Sayara, they are kind of looking around and kind of taking stock of the situation, but very quickly realizes that their beautiful, beautiful gowns are covered in a lot of like dirt and Avernus muck, for lack of a better word. And they are not too happy about that. So they cast create water, and kind of you could take it as an ice bucket challenge, or you could take it from the scene from Flashdance and just like dumps that water right over them, because they are a water genasi, and so that's exactly what they want. And so everything's wet and dripping and beautiful and blue. And now there's a puddle.
Tally is getting up and just kind of testing all of her limbs, making sure that everything works appropriately. She is a very small halfling, only 3 feet tall, and you can tell that, like, despite all of the muck that is now on her very bare and boring clothes, her clothes are well stitched. You can tell they've fallen apart many times, and she's put them back together. She also doesn't have any shoes on, so both her feet and her hands are exposed. She's got brown skin, brown eyes, and perhaps the only thing that betrays this kind of like monk-like asceticism is her hair, which is brown and curly and wild all over the place. And then the only other notable feature is that she has swirling black tattoos that cover both of her hands.
While this is happening, Archon is doing just the rumple, like let me just kind of shake this out, shake off the whatever may be attached to us. Archon is your average tiefling with a dazzling smile, which he actually checks just to make sure, like, that's the main weapon he's going to use most of whatever. And but no, everything else he's just kind of like, okay, horns, hair, tail, clothes. Whatever we are, we're alive of some sort, even though we're not. And that's confusing. But we've seen worse, he thinks, arrogantly. So sure.
Oh, you've seen worse than being quite dead. Interesting. And you hear
it was the moment before being quite dead that I think may have been worse.
Okay. So as you're saying that and as you're thinking it, Zan, you feel a very familiar sensation.
Oh, I have an idea. Most high and powerful. Oh, you know who I am, and I know who you are. Look, we didn't know about the dragon. We shouldn't be here. It's offensive to you as well. Your warlock is here in Avernus. So how's about we work something out? Maybe we can go somewhere else? What do you think?
As you say that, you feel a very familiar pull of power, Zan. And the Raven Queen herself appears in front of all of you.
I think Zan does at this moment actually like fall into a bow, because that's never happened.
Well, she does keep an eye on you, and she is not pleased with the fact that you are in A, Avernus, and B, quite dead at this moment. So, Eugenio, I will give you the option. I can give you kind of what the deal is, or you could voice the Raven Queen since you do know your patron the best.
Gosh, I am really fine either way. Oh my God, such pressure. Yeah, tell us. I think I have sort of we talked a little bit before, so I think I have the gist of what she offers. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So maybe we'll go a little bit, and then when I start going off the rails, you can stop me and tell us the rest. So she sort of looks down at Zan, and she has this sort of robe of shadows, and she has a raven on her shoulder, and she looks down at Zan and just says, "Rise." And so Zan does, and she says, "Always so confident. And now, my little pet, it comes to bite you now as before and as again and as always."
I'm not one for gods, but I really like this one.
And so I shall offer you an addendum to our agreement, as I knew I would and as I knew I did. I have need of your abilities, of all of you. Go and slay the demon I shall show you. Possibly devil, I don't remember now. And should you slay this target, should you do me this task, I shall restore you to the living, to the moment before
All of us?
your... and Zan, like, you watch as Zan, like, stiffens and just turns and goes, "Yes, all of us, give it a minute."
Just saying,
and
like, we're just saying, okay?
Raven Queen seems not to have minded nearly as much as Zan thought she would.
I love these two. I ship it.
She goes on to say, "I shall return you to the living, but not just to the living, for I cannot have one of my pets be disposed of by a mere dragon. No, I shall return you moments before your ignominious end, to give you a second chance." And Zan just nods and says, more than generous, my lady. And sort of looks to the rest of you like, "What do you think?"
Will there
Sounds
be
good.
a third chance?
Can we
A fourth chance?
This is not okay. Like, no. Okay.
Because it didn't work out the first time.
I mean, as long as we're included in it, then I'm fine.
Or you could return Zan to the moment before and the rest of us to a nice tavern outside of the town from the moment before.
I like this plan.
Yes, yes.
This is a good plan.
And the Raven Queen says, "I like this plan as well. So shall I begin to draw up the contracts for each of you to be my new pets for this additional reward for completing my task?"
You know,
I'm gonna have to have my manager look over that.
I feel like, you know what? Let's go back to that first plan.
Yeah.
It's sounding really, now that I think about it, it's sounding like a pretty good offer. Yeah.
Yeah, we could beat the dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Nothing
That's
bad.
fine.
Nothing bad ever happened from going up against a drag.
And then I don't know, how much does she tell us about this demon that we're fighting now? Because like maybe she just claps her hands and we know. I don't know.
So the Raven Queen, satisfied with everyone's sudden change and not asking too much of her, especially since none of you serve her besides Zan. I mean,
Not yet.
I mean, there is that contract and writer you could sign if you want all these perks, but
Explains all the pamphlets that Zan's been giving us this whole time.
Actually, is it possible to do like an investigation check on what she's saying, or do some sort of like, just because I have a lot of deception, investigation, perception, and things like that, and I think that like Anais would take a moment to get a stronger sense of what she's up to.
you could totally do an investigation.
Okay.
But remember, you are going against a deity in this moment.
Oh yeah, she's not going against it. She just wants to have more information.
Oh, I know, but you're gonna have to roll high in order to.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, if it's not a natural 20, I'm just fucked. So that's okay. That's okay. She's a pusher though. She's gonna try.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we're in trouble. Hang on. So it's a 14 plus 13.
When you said that, I thought maybe it was a nat 1, and I was gonna be like, well,
Well, she hates you now, and you're dead.
again.
Yeah, no.
Deader.
That'd make it 27 with my bonus.
Okay, so with your bonus, she just gives you a bit of an enigmatic smile. I can see what Zen likes about you. What you're going to get is what I've offered. There's no trick to it. But all of you are here before your time. You are just benefiting from being around my pets. Were you to call out to me alone, you would just suffer. Unless, of course, there's someone you could call on yourself. But the deal as I offer it is to go slay this infernal demon, this rather tiresome bird, and for that I shall restore you to life. There is no trick, there is no extra. Unless you really do want to be placed in a lovely tavern miles and miles away from that dragon, hours before you all perished. Then that is a bit of an extra work for me.
Bird? You say bird.
Bird.
You know, Xan always has been my favorite of the group. I'm good with fighting this goose.
I mean, what is more terrifying than a goose?
I mean,
dragon.
on one hand, it's like
I mean,
Dragon.
a dragon might, yeah.
Tally, exactly. Tally gets me. I was gonna be like, look, there's bird and there's dragon. Also, omniscious God saying that there's no trick. Definitely a trick.
Do we know if
Yeah.
it's just one goose or is it a geese?
She just smiles.
Okay.
Look, you will have the boon of restored life for doing me a small favor. Yes or no?
Of course, my lady.
Sure.
Yeah, good enough for me.
Beats staying here.
I'm in.
All right. And she actually goes in her cloak as a result of the good investigation check and gives Zan a small pouch. You hear a clinking noise as it's dropped in your hand. And what she does is she hands you a scroll. Also, Zan, go to the place called Fort Knucklebone. Your prey will be within in the depths. Win against this foe and you will get your lives back. Fail, well, you're already in Avernus.
And there's like no multiple birds we can get confused with. Like we're gonna see the bird and we're gonna know it's the demon bird. Like this isn't a flock situation where part of it is figuring out which bird it is.
Oh no. When you find this bird, it will be one unto itself and you will know it. There will be no mistaking this demon.
Less excited about that part. But I got you. We'll get that bird.
All right. And with that, the Raven Queen steps back, and in like a swirl of cloaks and smoke and ash, she is gone, leaving you all to ponder your new mission, should you choose to truly accept it, or go about your way in Avernus and try to making your way downtown into a new place.
Don,
Uh,
I owe you an apology. I really thought you were talking to yourself all this time.
I mean, I was, but also sometimes to her. Apology accepted.
Yeah. I can.
Go ahead.
No. Same as you. Like,
Yeah. Holy that. Okay, well, I'll be all right probably. Does anyone know? Do I know where Fort Knucklebone? No, Fort Knucklebone. There it is. Fort Knucklebone is.
Did you check the scroll she gave you?
Oh, right. Of course. Oh, look, it's a map. I don't know.
It is a map. It is a map.
Sorry.
And what you see is the plateau you're on. Because weirdly enough, there's like 5 dots on this map in the same configuration that you are standing in now. And when you look at it, it kind of shows a way down from the plateau and off more to the right. And there's mountains. And the map moves a little bit. And it's a little weird. It's a little creepy. But hey, a goddess gave you the map. And so it's there. And it looks like almost like it's going to fill in as you walk. The map that the Raven Queen gave you, it's got the 5 dots on it, and as people move around, you notice they are also moving. So the map is kind of like a Avernus GPS, basically. And you as one of you kind of goes toward the edge of the plateau, you see the map start to draw itself in and show you the road down. And very dimly on this map, you can see the outline of a town. You could also kind of see it, but it's really far away. So you can walk to this town and kind of figure it out from there. Like, it looks like the map is going to fill in as you go. Not so much, here's the map, go right to X and you'll be at Fort Knucklebone. So the map will help you.
Yes, it's a map. Let's it's actually a little, I don't know how that works, but anyway, we can begin to head this way, I suppose.
Tally walks over to the edge of the platform and tries to peer out along the direction that we're going to be taking. Can she see perhaps anybody in between us in the town?
Give me an investigation check or search check.
12.
No random little figures in the dust and dirt of Avernus. Nope, it's just a road. And, unless you want to do anything specific or kind of make sure you've got all of your possessions with you, you can just start heading toward the outskirts of the town on the map.
Looks like it should be a straight shot. No troubles.
Well, I believe Tally.
As do I.
It doesn't look like the map is giving us any better suggestions. So let's just.
I'm sorry, you picked the best route to your destination.
Wow.
This really is hell. It's
Honestly,
hell.
awesome. Nothing to it but to move on. Let's
Let's
do
go.
our best.
Great.
Anais doesn't necessarily project her mood in any sort of aggressive way, but you notice that she is kind of doing that dragging of the feet, slightly shitty posture as she's just kind of following along. No quips, no bounce in her step, just
do we have to?
Exactly. She's absolutely the 80-year-old half-elf child here that she is.
That is the right attitude for, I feel like that's the right attitude for hell. I mean,
Yeah.
Truly.
You all get to down the plateau, and as you get a little closer, you start to see signs of life. Not really, but you see the town. You see you do see people moving around as you get closer. Do any of you just want to keep going, or what is it you'd like to do? Because you're in Avernus, you're newly dead, and you've got a weird magical map.
I mean, Anais as a person just is always taking everything in. So she would absolutely be scoping out the people because she's an opportunist and always wants to be able to talk or bribe or steal her way out of things. So while she is throwing her slightly sulky passive aggressive temper tantrum. She's putting a lot of effort into that performance while taking a moment to really absorb everything that's going on.
Okay. Ennis, give me a perception check.
+18 +8. So that's what, 26?
Anais sees with her elven eyes a bunch of people in a town square as you get closer. So it looks almost like there's a daily market happening. There is a bar off to the right, and to the left, it looks almost like either a dry goods shop, a sundry shop. Imagine like an old Western town, but just in hell.
And is that currently the direction we're going in, or is it slightly off?
No, your path right now would take you right through this marketplace.
Okay, so we're going
into
there
this town.
anyways.
Yes.
Okay, I keep an eye on it and take notice of what I can as we approach it, but see no need to really alert the party to a place we're already going to.
Okay. Does anyone else want to perceive anything, or are you just focused on we're in hell, we got a mission?
Can I do something to kind of see if there's anyone that looks maybe in charge or a guide? Is there an info booth, like something like that?
Are you looking for the chantry board?
Yes.
Yes.
Looking for something that will tell me something.
Where's the person who shows up and tells me their life story?
I just want to know where the, like info you are here on the, like, come on.
Yeah.
All
right
right.
here, it's on the dot. It moves.
It's true.
True, but the stationary one that belongs in the town.
Right.
Sure. As you all keep walking, you see it in front of the bar, actually, because where else would you get info but a bar? There is kind of a calling board. It looks warped. It looks, like when wood has been out in the rain a lot and dried and gotten wet and rained again. It looks like a strong wind should blow it down, but it's pretty firmly in the ground, and there's notices all over it. And, people are coming and going. They're taking stuff down, grabbing a notice to go take work. That seems to be the hub of what's going on in this town. There's not really a manager per se of the town, but depending on if you would like to do so, you can search for the mayor.
Oh, I definitely want to search for the mayor. That's the best manager.
Are you doing that by going to this board, or how would you like to search for the mayor?
I want to look for someone that is wearing some sort of regalia or an emblem or a symbol or something that would show some sort of rank or something like that.
Are all of you staying with Sayara?
I'll go with Sayara.
Do they venture off while we're doing this, or are we still kind of like a homogenous pack?
I guess can I do a glance around and see if I see this person, if they exist at all?
Well, they exist. It's a matter of where they're existing. Yeah. So if you want to kind of stay with everyone, but kind of be in the lead. Sure. And looking around, that will be an investigation check, please.
Okay. I got a 16.
Is that with all your bonuses?
That's with my bonus, yeah.
You don't see the mayor per se, or anyone that sticks out as being the mayor. You do see was probably a guardsman, a couple roaming around, and not like they're looking for anyone, but just kind of, they're out and about, and they may be going to the bar, and maybe going to get a bite to eat on lunch. Anyone else is welcome to also check for any kind of official looking person.
Can I do another check?
Sure.
Because she's always just kind of scanning. She has those piercing gray eyes that are the only thing that really betray the selfish act that, nope, stay on the table. Okay, you're not going to believe this, but I got another 18, so that's another 26.
Oh, wow.
This is the first time I'm using these dice. They have been blessed, apparently.
Hey.
They're excited to be out of the box.
Yeah.
So, Anais, you spot someone that, for hell, seems to be very well dressed. They don't look dusty. They don't look like they do manual labor or anything. They are in a very smart suit coat. with a walking stick, and almost a stereotypical Western mayor. But instead of a human, what you see is a very tall, regal-looking tiefling who has dusky gray skin, piercing red eyes, and what sticks out the most are his horns. They're not like horns like Archon's, but they're like black and red and silver and embellished. And because they've been recently oiled, they shine. This person stands out and is clearly someone of importance.
Why are tieflings so hot?
Truly.
We're just
Hey.
born with it.
Sayara,
Huh?
we gotta find out this person's tailor.
Oh,
She points to
absolutely.
the super.
If we're going to be here for a long time, we have got to find the best tailors. Let's go right away. But you know what? Maybe me and Archon should do the talking. You're not really the people person.
No,
We know that.
I can be.
Uh-huh.
Yes, you can be when we want to lie to their faces.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why. No, why'd you have to say lie like it's a bad thing, Sam?
No,
don't.
it's not. Heaven
We
knows I
call
do it
it
all the time.
persuasion. It's
Yeah.
persuasion.
It's an art, like you and your little ding, ding, ding.
You mean, excuse me. What do you mean, ding, ding, ding?
Music.
The
Yeah, what
tiefling's
the
getting
sound you
away.
just made is the music that Tally makes with their feet.
I think I'm very good at it.
Okay.
Well, I don't-
Okay. Archon actually does the fingers in the mouth whistle like.
Hold on. You did that. So you're doing that.
Oh God, not anymore.
Too late.
The thing is, I said it. She heard it.
So, and I know exactly what that whistle sounds like. Everyone in the square turns and looks at all of you.
Talia hides behind Archon.
Zan goes invisible.
Okay.
Nope.
Damn it.
Wow. Everyone's like, where'd Zane go?
Don't worry, I'm still here.
So the handsome, well-dressed tiefling gentleman definitely has noticed you. And he is walking up towards you. And he's just... You all are newly arrived, I see.
Yes, hi, I'm Anna East. It's really nice to meet you. This is my first time in hell.
I could tell.
That's a compliment, right?
Perhaps.
Tally peeks from behind Archon and is like, "Are you in charge?"
And he leans over and looks down at Tally. Yes.
That's very interesting. I just, I didn't realize that hell would have an organizational structure to it.
It's hell, not anarchy.
Yeah, that's a good point. So, could you maybe help us?
Help you do what? And I know that you're there. He says, looking right at
Son!
They
are talking to you.
Wow.
Thank you, Anais. I know that you can see me. I didn't want everyone else to look at me.
It's a reflex for her.
Also that.
It's like a sneeze. She didn't mean
But I
anything by
knew.
it.
I didn't think. Of course, I knew that you could see me.
Mhm.
The rest of you, when did you all arrive in Avernus?
Like literally 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
FIA, fresh into Avernus.
And so he gives Archon a look up and down. Usually we wind up in lower levels.
I guess I got lucky, so to speak.
That's how some of us wind up here.
It was kind of a group trip. We're stuck together. It's a collective sort of thing.
It's like they took the average of all of us, and unfortunately, some people are better than others, and that I think is why we're here.
And some of us are worse than others, and that is why we're here.
Takes one to know one.
I can see how you all got here. In a handbasket, I'm guessing.
More of like
In
a flop. A flop, kind of.
Rending of teeth. It doesn't matter.
The point is, we are.
So what
you
is
did
it?
so well.
I'm sorry. I was doing so well. The point is that we are, as you can smell it on us. We're new here, and we are trying to. We're trying to find. We've been essentially given a task by some higher power. I'm not really sure if we saw a shared illusion or if she's real. I don't know. We have to get to Fort. And he looks at Zan.
Knucklebone.
What she said.
No, I think you should say it. It'll help get it stuck in your brain a little better.
Fort Knucklebone.
Oh, come now. Trade is not that difficult for us to master. It's just a silly word.
Knucklebone. 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 Knucklebone.
Nice emphasis on the bone.
You don't know the half of it.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. So, what it sounds like is that you need to get to our fort, and it's quite a ways away. If you try to walk, you'll be walking for about a week.
Who wants to
That
walk
is
for a week?
Too long.
No.
So
No.
who's in charge of transport here? Like, whose soul do we gotta sell? Like, not mine, preferably, but where do we get what we need to get there?
We could sell yours.
No.
I think it's spoken for.
Well, if you are trying to get out of Avernus, somehow, you're going to need your soul. Because if you get out...
That's why I
and
said someone
find-
else's.
Well, none of you should be offering your soul. You see, if you manage to get out of Avernus...
No, like I find a drunk guy at that bar over there. And then we give you his soul.
I'm good on souls, thank you.
Okay. But what about the driver? Does the driver take souls, or do we need to like get some money? Because I could also use the drunk guy to get some money.
Oh, this is going to be fun. You see, in Avernus, souls and money are the same thing.
Well, damn it.
And conveniently, the finest forgers in Avernus have figured out how to put a soul into money. What you will need is a soul coin. Many of them.
Any.
Many.
Many.
Is one
many.
coin one soul?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Are they just anybody's souls?
Well, sometimes just anyone's soul. Sometimes it's a contract. Sometimes it's an enemy. Sometimes it's about making your way in the world.
Okay, so
But-
I have a question.
All right.
So some people are better than others. We covered this before, so you remember that part. One of them is Zahn. Like Zahn should count for like all of us. Like we could just give you Zahn, and her soul is like 10 billion souls. According to her.
Recall that it is my patron who will be removing us from
Yeah,
this
so she
plane,
won't
yes?
let us do it. She'll help us. It's fine.
Oh. I don't really want her coming back to... Let's just ask this very nice person. Where do you think we could get some of these soul coins that we're going to need, that you said that we need to ride the car, horse? Don't know, whatever it is.
Well, he takes actually a circuit around Zan, and leans over. I feel like you may have some of those with you already.
You don't mean... And she reaches into some pocket that doesn't really make physical sense based on what she's wearing, but there it is. And pulls out, I don't know, a handful of coins. These?
You would, yes. Those would be soul coins.
Zan, where did you get those?
Have you been holding out on us?
Even
No.
split. Even split.
Yes.
You're telling me you didn't feel someone touch your butt and put those in your pants?
No, I mean, I found them in my couch. I didn't think it was like I didn't think it was a big deal. It was...
Zan, did you forget already what your patron gave you?
No, I'm just very good at lying. No, I think that I should have checked both of the pouches that the Raven Queen gave us. I did. I kept hearing whispering, but I thought maybe it was just this place. But now that I'm holding these, they are really very loud, these coins. So thank you, my lady. We're all set. We don't have to sell anybody's soul. We don't have to go find somebody drunk at the bar.
I mean, I
Aw.
told you his soul was worth more. So I get points for that. Just so you know.
Points.
And I keep telling you, we're not keeping score.
Yes, we are. Everything is a game and I plan to win.
Mm,
Points.
Now you wonder how you all wound up in Avernus.
No, we know.
Honestly, we're like this all the time. So, I mean,
So the mayor gives you a nod, Zan, and looks at the rest of you. Well, you've certainly got currency. And because I feel as if the longer you remain in this town, the more trouble you will cause, let me help you out. Follow me, step lively, and I'm going to take you to where you can either buy or rent transport out of our fair city.
I wish this was the first time that someone had helped us because they didn't want us to be anywhere near their city.
we're going to have to leverage that when we get back.
I'm telling you.
So the mayor sets a brisk pace, basically just down the main street. And he is leading you toward a building that is chugging smoke. It looks foreboding, even for hell. And as you get closer, you see machine parts strewn around. You see a wheel here, a wheel there. And it's a hellish garage and workshop.
Are we gonna have to build one?
No, Mad Maggie would never let you near her parts that way.
Who's Mad Maggie? She sounds nice.
She is the best mechanic that hell has ever seen.
Have you seen a lot of them?
I'm not all of hell, so I don't know.
Oh.
Yes.
She sounds expensive.
Well, I plan to put in a good word, if only to get you all out of my horns.
We'll take it.
That's so kind of you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
He gives you like that kind of shark smile, and because he's got very sharp teeth, it looks like he could either be smiling back or about to eat you.
I take that as a threat.
And Tally
I
like
take it as
shrinks
an
to the back of the group.
Zan steps forward a little bit.
Get it, girl.
She's
Get
into
it, girl.
it. She's into it.
Well, they never made it out of hell because Zan decided. And that was the end of the adventure. Zan was like, you know what? I'm gonna stay here. I'm
good. Who is Zariel? I'll take over. It's fine.
Oh, God.
So the mayor strides in and doesn't stop at the counter. Instead, goes and knocks on the office door. You know, like if you've ever visited an old mechanic shop and like you go in the back and you're always like, am I about to get murdered back here? It's like the office that looks like the principal's office from high school, where you're like, did you ever have a secretary or anyone to clean up your files? And it looks like files are about to like fall on you and kill you. It is that kind of mechanic shop.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't knock. He just kind of pushes open the door. Maggie, dear, where are you? And he lets you all in. And after a couple of minutes, you hear the most gravelly, smoke 20 cigarettes every couple of hours voice ever. Oh, it's you. What do you want? And he just gestures at all of you like, Maggie, please be a dear and help them out with a vehicle to get them to Fort Knucklebone. Put the rental on my tab. I'm sure that we'll never see the car again, so don't give them anything too nice. I'm already into you for a good chunk of my salary in soul coins, but I want them to be able to get there, or at least out of town. I leave you in their, well, in someone's capable hands. I don't know which one is the leader. Enjoy. And they've got soul coins to run the machines. Just send a bill to my office as usual. And she just gives him a glare. He goes back to like chewing on this like stick of hickory, which you hope it's hickory. You're not sure. And she's like, yeah, get out of my office. You and your charity cases, get out. And you all are left with Mad Maggie. And she's, I'm trying to think of a good way to describe her. You know, like the one person, like the best mechanic you've met is like total tomboy in overalls, but you don't know what colors overalls used to be.
Oh.
But they're covered in oil and soot and grime. And basically, Maggie is all about mechanics. She doesn't care about any of this other stuff. She is like there to work, grime under the nails, and is chewing on the stick and staring at all of you like, or knucklebone, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So do you prefer Mad Maggie, Miss Maggie, Miss Mad? How would you like us to refer to you?
Maggie's fine, kid.
I see you, Archon. I was trying to be polite. You are always telling me to work on my manners, and then whenever I exercise it, you give me that disappointed look, and I don't know what to do to make you happy anymore.
It's a resting face. Don't read too much into it.
Okay.
Resting barred face.
Maggie, what sort of vehicle do you have? What kind of amenities should we be expecting? Is there like a package situation?
Something with a sunroof.
Yeah. Or like a dark, stormy cloud roof, because we're in Avernus.
Also that.
She chews on the stick. She's like, look, I've seen adventures. You come through, you think you're going to get guts and glory. You're trying to get out. You think you shouldn't have wound up here, even though you're a good person.
Oh no, that's not why we shouldn't have ended up here.
No, definitely not. No.
Oh, well, that's good to know. At least you're not going to pretend that you don't belong here. You're just early, as they like to say. So here's the deal. I get you a war machine. It holds the 5 of you. It gets you out of town, and maybe you find Fort Knucklebone. Hopefully you do. And either way, the mayor's into me for a few more soul coins. More than a few.
I'm sorry, a what?
A war machine.
So, like,
Is that
machine of war?
Is it like a cart?
It's a car. It's a very special car. And she edges around, and she's a average height human. At least you think she's human. Under the grime, you can't quite tell because she lives in this shop. She has magic. Come with me. I'll show you. And she leads you through this perilous path of people working on cars and things like they're straight out of Mad Max. and leads you up to this war machine. It's basically got a cow catcher, spiked wheels, and plated windows, and the plates kind of pull back. This looks like you're about to like go to the Thunderdome.
Hell yes. No pun intended, I don't think.
Are there any of those sticks that you were chewing on in there?
What?
The stick that you were eating before.
You mean the one I'm still chewing on?
Oh, yes.
I think it might be somebody's leg. I can't really tell.
Oh. Well, I don't want it if it's somebody's leg, but it looks really yummy, and you just kind of look really cool. I was thinking that maybe if I had one, then maybe some people wouldn't want to attack us because I'd look really intimidating. You know?
Chewing a stick's not going to help you out at all.
You don't know that for sure.
It'll make her feel better.
I'm sure somewhere along the road you can find a branch and grab a stick. That's all it is. It's a stick off a tree.
Oh,
it's not
okay.
special.
All right.
Ali, I know I'm the last person to give this advice, but while we're in hell, I don't know that you should just put anything in your mouth. You know what I mean?
You don't know. I mean,
You're right, I don't. You know what? You're right. I don't know.
While we're in hell, we should do as the locals do, you know? Try to respect the ways.
Maggie just kind of, she gives that like cough, smoker's cough, bark laugh. And she's like, listen to your friend. You shouldn't eat anything here because if you do, it's not going to end up well for you.
Oh.
Unless you're
Okay.
planning on staying in hell. Then enjoy our fare.
Oh, got it.
All right. You heard her. No eating,
Maggie,
no drinking.
just a little clarification on this. No, you seem like a really nice lady, and I'm so happy that you're bestowing this wisdom upon us. But does eating include alcohol?
Eating or drinking infernal food and libations. It can
All the
bind-
more reason for us to get out of here.
Absolutely.
I was gonna say I usually need a lot of drinks to deal with these people.
These went from bad to worse. We gotta go, Maggie. Thank you. We should be.
So this war machine will get us where we're going. And more importantly, out of your hair.
So can we have the keys?
Maggie just kind of, fine. This is going on the mayor's bill anyway. And she waves at it, and the doors open. So it's not quite a DeLorean, but the doors kind of open out like wings to let you all in. He's like, you don't need a key where you're going. The mayor said you had soul coins, yeah?
Oh, yes. Right here. Right there.
Don't take out your money in
Sam,
hell.
please stop taking the money out every time somebody asks
You know
about
what?
it.
I know better. You all have told me this before. I know. I'm so sorry. You're right. Put it back.
Hide it in one of your 1,500 pockets, please. Just please. Please.
Look, I'm not taking your money. I got to show you how to start the car. So you get one of those soul coins. Hop up in the driver's seat. Let me show you.
Okay.
Oh, Zan's driving?
Y'all figure out who's driving. I just need to show you how to turn it on. Because there's nothing worse than renting a car in hell and having it not work.
I'm very concerned that this is going to involve bodily fluids.
What makes you say that?
We're in hell.
Uh-huh.
We're paying with souls.
Uh-huh.
How do we know the car doesn't start on blood or spit?
That's
feel like-
unhygienic.
Let's hear her
Again,
out. Let's hear
It's
her
hell,
out.
not anarchy. Yes. Well, Maggie, I'm so sorry. Tell me, what do I do with this? Where does it go?
Do you see that slot there right next to the driver's wheel?
Oh, yeah. The one that looks like it would perfectly fit these? Yes. Okay.
Yes. Drop that in there.
Oh. Did he just
And-
get eat? Did it burn? What happened? What just? You know what? I don't want to know. What do we do next?
Oh, wait a second. You'll feel it.
Oh,
Yeah.
she has some horsepower, no?
But as you all hear the motor turn over and feel it start, that's really bad, but I can think of a better word. As you feel the car starting up, you also hear the most mournful, pitiful howling and crying come out of that slot as the soul is consumed to fuel the car.
Oh.
I wasn't super wrong again. I just want to point that out.
If we
Not
weren't
so
evil
far
before,
off.
we're definitely evil now.
I think so. We're gonna really make sure that we like drive as fuel economically as possible, so that we don't have. We want to get lots of miles to the soul.
When in hell? Okay, when in hell?
So that was a decent sized soul coin. It should get you pretty far, almost to your destination.
Ooh, let's go!
Hey.
Well,
I
wait a
call
second.
shotgun.
Oh God.
So before you go kind of just off on your own in hell, because you're all green as green can be, I know you just wound up here.
I'm blue.
And she's
If she was green, she would die.
Probably.
legit. So you're new to hell. You're green sticks, you're blue sticks, whatever.
Thank you.
When you get out of this garage, go north, probably an hour and a half, and then you're going to see a bird-shaped rock. Make a right, go for another half hour, and by then you should be inside of the fortress.
What kind of bird?
I don't know. It looks like a generic bird. It's got wings.
Is it a statue of a particularly known bird around these parts?
No. It's a landmark. It's just how we always tell people to get out of town.
Oh, okay. Sure. Still call shotgun.
Callie, you're so tiny. You could just be shotgun on my shoulders if you want.
Ooh, even better.
You're all gonna go through the windshield. I can just tell this is what's gonna happen. So
I think that
anyway,
might be too much credit. But sorry, Maggie, I didn't mean to interrupt you once again. Please go on.
and Maggie just, she motions for some of the workers to open up the gates out of the garage. Look, the mayor's just paying for this one, but if you can, bring it back. If you can't, just tell them to send it back to Mad Maggie. Everyone knows my shop. Otherwise, the mayor's going to be into me for a lot of soul coins. You got about 2 hours. Enjoy your 2 hours of driving and don't murder each other. And with that, she slams the door.
Yes.
Bye, Maggie. Thank you.
We appreciate your work ethic, Miss Mad.
You're really cool.
And so, Zan, do you want to drive or do you want to stay there?
Good Lord.
I mean, you don't have to drive. You were asked to sit there so you could see how the war machine gets fed.
I mean, we've been adventuring together for a while. Is one of us like particularly proficient at the horse and cart? Because this is obviously exactly the same. Does anyone else want to drive? Is really where that question meandered.
I'm driven. I do not drive.
I know y'all
so
don't
mad I
expect
didn't
me
think of that.
to drive you. I know you don't expect me to drive all y'all, so.
I vote for Tally because she seems the most competent.
That's not wrong.
Tally's also 3 feet tall.
I was gonna
I
say.
can work the pedals.
Oh, yes, that's what definitely needs to happen. is
I am
Tally
very-
drives the steering wheel and
I am
Anais.
very dexterous, you know.
Yes, I like that plan.
I think Tally's got this.
Yeah, I can sit on your shoulders.
Let's do it.
Okay.
You
And,
all
like, Tally-
consent to this plan?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Tally climbs up Anais and is ready.
Okay. Okay.
I mean,
I mean, if anyone objects, now's the time to speak or hold your peace. All right. Off toward looking for the bird landmark you go. Are you all doing anything in your hour and a half of driving to get to Fort Knucklebone?
I'm taking the responsibility of driving very seriously. My eyes do not leave the road.
I mean, this is time to chat, to kind of think about your plan of
No.
attack.
Zan, in your a talk commune, I don't really know what you would call it, with the Raven Queen, did she impart anything else? Any little secrets that might be floating around about this Goose? Which I still can't believe I'm saying that, but Goose.
Did she?
Give me a d20 and let me know what you roll.
You got it. This is 17.
So, the Raven Queen, in her magnanimousness of her obedient servant, has let you know on the other side of the map some information about Fort Knucklebone and
we
B,
didn't flip
about
it over.
your.
No.
You just know you need to do this.
Of course we did.
Of course we didn't.
No, but Zan, being in strong communion with the Raven Queen,
Sure.
would know to do this.
Oh.
Or you're going, is this a double-sided map? Who knows? So
There's magic on both sides?
it's double-sided
efficient.
magical.
It's very expensive, but it's worth it, you know.
So you see in a very flowing script, Zan, that the demon is a very, very large creature. One might say gigantic.
Oh, no.
It is infernal.
Sure.
It is a demonic goose. It is a no good, terrible demonic goose.
He's very big and he's very bad. Let's see, is there anything else on here?
The goose can breathe fire.
He's like a dragon, but he's a goose.
And you will have to get into the lower levels of Fort Knucklebone.
And he likes to live way down at the bottom of Fort Knucklebone.
Yeah, that's about what you find out. And granted, that's a lot of info, but it's not all the goose can do.
Mm-hmm.
So yes,
That's what I got.
Yep.
Did you say that Goose is like a dragon? Because I've been on fire once and I don't really want to go back there.
Yeah, I mean, I think the wise thing would be to not, sort of stand close together, because that's sort of how the Sapphire Dragon got us all in the first one. It was not great. You've got to be a similar thing here, I think. We're going to want to spread out so that only one of us gets burned.
Are we at all concerned that the weapons we have with us won't be effective in hell? Because I'm starting to think that maybe we should have restocked or checked out shit at the town.
Why would you say that?
I don't know what do you mean?
What? What?
I mean, I'm not saying we go back, because then we murdered this person for nothing. But maybe we should take some time to investigate the rune temple area around it and kind of maybe come up with like an idea of what we're going against.
I think that's reasonable when we get there.
Like find something small to kill and make sure our weapons still work or something.
I'll
Just a test.
Don't
a
laugh
test.
at me. It's the only thing I can think of. I'm trying here.
It's, you know, I mean, it's definitely a thought. While we're driving, are we following the map, or is it like, does the car just know?
No, the car does not know. You don't have the kind of GPS. She wasn't giving you the super deluxe
The
next year's
deluxe,
model.
yeah.
All right.
No, Tally's
But
just really good at driving.
so you Anais and Sally together as a combination. I'm not going to make you do a drive check. That would just it would be too much.
But
Derail
can
us.
can we see anything, like as we're driving? Can we see any signs of anything, or is it like literally Mad Max? There's just wasteland.
Give me a check. Give me an investigation check.
Investigate. Oh, okay. That's a 7.
There's dust.
I mean, okay. All right.
You know that
I
you're
look-
in a car on a road.
Okay.
I look out the other window.
I just got Sierra's got me. I
Yes.
just got a bad window. That's what
Yeah.
this is. I've got a bad
Mhm.
window.
Bad
Yes.
window. How do you have a bad window?
Sarah
It's the
kind of like
boring
wipes
window.
the window a little bit and looks out, and I rolled a
right.
21.
Oh
Yes.
wow, you see eternity. Not quite eternity, but you do see the road. You can actually make it out. You know, usually if you're in a moving vehicle, you just kind of see the road as you pass by it, not as you come up to it. And as you're looking, Archon, did you look right or left?
I looked right.
So, Sierra, when you look left, you notice a smaller version of the town you all just left. It's kind of far back from the road. You wouldn't normally notice it unless you were looking that way and looking for it. And up ahead, because at this point you've been driving, what, a half hour or so? There's just road ahead of you. You don't see this landmark yet. Because remember, Maggie said it'd be about an hour and a half of driving before you saw that landmark. So there is a town if you do either want to divert or go check it out, or ease Anais' concern about weaponry being effective.
There's a town over there. Y'all see that?
I'm Petals, so no.
I got nothing out my window, so I don't know.
Well, you have to wipe. You have to wipe.
Oh.
Yeah, the sand. and-
Told
Smart.
you that before, Archon.
So-
Is there a check that we could make to see if we know whether or not our weapons work in hell? That seems like the D&D way forward.
I mean, I don't know about you, but my weapons are my hands, and I've never met a toe I couldn't punch.
I mean, so
My
don't-
weapon is a bow, and I might need better ammunition against a goose.
Is there any kind of information or something we might know about like Avernus that would give us insight, or should we just go out and stab a thing?
Pull over.
Pull over.
All right, and Tally pulls over.
No.
Sally's being very literal. She pulled over.
Tally, I love you. I just like hug your legs.
No.
So if you all really want to know that, I would like a history check about your Avernus knowledge. Knowledge
huh?
history.
All right.
Yes, I mean, if it's a fair question.
Mm-mm. That's
17.
an 8. Oh.
Ooh, 17. Did anyone else roll?
Not well.
If you
apparently.
don't have history, what was the stat that you said?
One
It was
second.
intelligence?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes,
I could
history
just
is
roll
a-
straight intelligence?
Yeah, so basically, if you're rolling a history, if you have a bonus, you add it, and if not, just roll whatever
Okay.
your intelligence is.
Yeah.
Why do you make me math?
Oh no.
I'm sorry, but welcome to D&D 5.
Truly.
They said, look, they said you would need it someday. You didn't believe them.
Yeah.
16.
That movie lied to me.
Gonna get my
Um,
calculator out.
I
Look,
got a 21.
Wow,
Good
Sayara.
job.
Maybe I heard a
Oh,
song
gods.
about this.
I want their dice.
Yes.
It's the D&D Beyond dice.
Yes.
And I cannot sing, so I will spare you the D&D Beyond song. So, Archon and Anais, you feel like your weapons should work because it's not like you're going up against anything really specific. If you ran into a skirmish right now, your weapons should be effective. In terms of special arrows, Anais, if you find some or find a shop, if you all decide to stop in this town, we could see if you find anything specific to infernal creatures, or because you're not going to find anything that's blessed or holy in Avernus.
No.
But if you were to find someone, maybe special material, or see what the dice do and what the DM decides, you might find arrows, you might not. And then Sayara, you know that everything will be effective. It's not like you're a paladin and you're stuck here. It's not like any of you are like super holy or clerics or aligned to a really, really good god. So nothing should affect you. And your weapons, unless you go against something like undead or very, very evil, like a giant skeleton that is more powerful because it's in Avernus, you should be okay. I mean, you fought demons and you fought other creatures before, just not in hell.
I think everything's going to be just fine, Anise.
I mean, you're probably right, and I don't want to like do puppy eyes at the party, but the thing that I am concerned about is we had this equipment, we went against the Sapphire Dragon, and then we died with this equipment, and it was obviously not effective enough for the Sapphire Dragon, and I want to just maybe reassess our equipment situation.
I mean, to be fair, I think only two of us got a chance to actually use our equipment against the Sapphire Dragon, which really was the ultimate humiliation.
Fair.
Also, we didn't know there was going to be a dragon. We know there's going to be a big, giant, fire-breathing goose.
Look, I can set like a magical timer or something, but I just want to look around and see if I can get something like some poison or something for my arrows, because everyone's acting like this goose is kind of a big deal. Like a legit goddess was like, I need you to kill this. Like you figure she would just take care of it, right? So I just want some poison to feel better about myself. Can we please just stop for a minute?
Okay, fine. I have to like use the washroom anyways.
Okay, and we turn.
Oh goodness. So you are going toward the town that Sayara has seen.
Yes.
All right. So you arrive in this small town, and people come out of their shops because war machines are loud, and they normally don't see people stopping in for random road stops. And you know, it's a small town, so people come out and be nosy. And out of the saloon, because it's a small town, and at the saloon, you notice a dragonborn kind of pop out, and he's looking at all of y'all. Well, that's a fancy war machine y'all got.
Thank you.
It's a rental.
Well, if it's a rental and y'all are barely dead, I'm guessing you're going somewhere. Is there a reason y'all stopped in town?
Is it a smell? Is it something we're wearing? How does everybody know that we just died?
We simply look too good to be here.
Good answer. Okay.
There's not really a smell. You just kind of know your own.
Well, yes, you are correct. We are passing through on our way to somewhere. And correct, we are looking for something. I was wondering if there was a place where I could like acquire some equipment.
Would that be weapons? Would it be armor?
Equipment for completely legal and not at all nefarious purposes.
You're in Avernus. You don't have to share.
Weapons.
Come on into the bar. I got you. And this very tall dragonborn who is purple skin, lovely, lovely horns. And he's dressed very casually because he's a bartender, but he's also a bartender. What would you like to buy from my waistcoat?
Hey, kid. Hey.
They're watches.
Sundials. Even though there's no
Sundials.
sun in Avernus.
Yeah.
Tally decides to stay with the car.
No one's going to steal the car, but okay.
I feel that
Yeah.
though.
I feel bad
Yeah,
for their
but-
toes if they do.
Do you have an order request since they're all going inside?
Yeah, Tally, is
Ooh.
there anything you want me to pick up for you or look for?
Whiskey.
They said no drinking, Tally.
Oh,
We got to
right.
focus here.
Okay, never mind then. Nothing.
I'm sorry. When we get back, we'll have some whiskey, okay?
I appreciate that energy. It's good.
So as you all go in the bar, and this fine dragonborn gentleman, he literally does he pulls up the flap of the bar to go behind it, and that's where you see a fine assortment of tags and samples. And then he pulls up the other side, which basically makes it kind of a shopping and a bar all in one. On this side, we have poisons. We have augments and tinctures. On this side, we have knives and arrowheads. What would you like?
I'm very interested in your arrowhead selection, and I'm not coming on to you, even though you are very handsome. I really just want to know about the arrowheads, please.
Well, my husband would take exception to that.
Said with great respect.
Oh, you wouldn't be the first. No. So he waves at this row of arrowheads. They seem to be a fine silver, a fine metal, and right below them, they're a little darker, but they're still interesting metal. And then there's copper, a row of copper arrowheads.
Okay, so me as a player, I don't necessarily know the differences. Does my character, should I roll a check for it?
No. So basically, just silver would be nice, especially if you ran into undead, if you ran into werewolves.
Mhm.
The other darker metal is just more a hardened steel. Just they're more kind of not used, but more of a darker. They're not finely tempered and polished.
Yeah, they're not refined or anything.
Right. And the copper I just like because they're pretty.
Okay, well, I'll grab. I have 60 arrowheads, but I'll grab 10 of the other varieties just in case we come up to anything that we're not expecting, and then I'll also take a look at the tinctures for poison or ways to enhance everyone's weapons.
Okay. So he lets you shop, and then he looks to the others to see what you all want. So he can just ring you up all at once, and also see if you would like anything to eat or drink for the road. So the rest of you, while this lovely is shopping, anything else?
What have you got in the way of healing or fixing up types of potions?
You want the special stuff because we're in Avernus. So you actually go. Oh, disadvantage for me because I just dropped a D20 somewhere. Rip me. He actually goes in and kind of when you're at a fine jeweler's, he pulls out the case and sits it there, and it's you see these vials of a glowing red liquid, and he's like, "Oh, these are healing potions, but they're very rare in Avernus. We normally don't do a lot of healing because most people are already dead."
Wait, so if you get hurt here, do you get hurt here?
Most people have magic, other ways to fix it. Rarely do we get scrapes and fights in our small town. So we don't really have too much need of them, but we do have someone who can brew them when needed. But, passersby still have needs, and they're just not easy to come across in Avernus, regardless.
Okay, Archon looks at the other three. Worth it? What do you think?
I mean, do you want to die again?
That's a really good point. I'm kind of with Sayara on this.
Yeah.
Also, we're not
Do you want to
spending
become
our
a
own
coin?
money. We're not spending our own money.
I don't want to become a coin.
I say we can't be over prepared, and we all have various pouches of holdings and stuff to keep a big stock. That sounded more rude than I meant. But I think that, like, if I lose a finger, I'm kind of going to want to get my finger back. So when Wondrous God Lady comes, she can take all of me and make me alive.
I thought this was a kind of like time travel scenario.
Oh, yeah. Then fuck my finger. Thanks, Sayara. You always remember the important details I don't.
Uh-huh. That's why they pay me the big bucks.
So he kind of like taps a clawed hand on the counter. He's like, well, healing, no healing. What do you want?
Looks like we might just brave whatever is ahead of us.
I think I'm going to grab at least a potion for me, though. Just, you know.
Just to be safe.
Sayara wasn't that convincing. Okay.
No, like they're convincing, but I'm also still Anais. They might be perfect. I will definitely end up hurt.
Wow. So he does the whole, which one do you want? And he like unlocks the case and gives it to you. And he's writing down everything you all have picked up. And he's laid out a couple potion bottles on the counter as well. He's like, well, that's a very fast acting poison. If you put it on your arrows, and depending on what you're fighting, it should affect them in 1 or 2 rounds of combat. This one that was kind of slow, so it's good if you want to take a shot from a far distance and then run away, and then when that person dies, you're like, oh, that was so bad, sorry.
I definitely want the slow acting one. And like, let's say we were fighting something bird-like. Have you heard any stories? Is there any information we should know?
I mean, there's crows and ravens flying around that we sometimes need to take out.
Like bigger, like big bird, like fire-breathing bird. Not a dragon, to be clear, but
Birds don't breathe fire.
well, this one apparently does. So I'm going to take that as you don't know about this. And that's absolutely no shade to your intelligence. You look like you are an industrious business person and you are very smart. But yes, we'll buy the things. Thank you.
Wow.
You
Soul
see
coins.
you see one kind of like eyebrow scale raise at your commentary, and he's just like, and he's smart. He's adding, and suddenly there's extra lines on his ledger.
Imagine that.
Imagine.
Mm.
No. I don't think that's necessary. Again, I don't know why we let her talk. I don't think we need to worry about anything like that. You know, I'm sure you don't get a lot of business here, and so you must be very happy to get any business at all by the looks of it. And I'm doing a persuasion right now.
Okay.
I sincerely hope so.
I hope you roll high for your.
Me too.
Well, let's see what happens.
I got with my plus 14 bonus, I got an 18.
Oh.
I mean, it's still a nice number, but
Uh-huh.
Oh, but you're in hell.
Yes, we are.
So, Sayara, Dragonborn don't really have eyebrows. So the occipital scales above his eye just kind of raise, and he's looking at you and at Anais, and he's just, you do know that when you want to buy things from the only town within a few hundred miles, you don't really insult the
I'm
shop.
sorry. I really didn't mean to. And where I'm from, honestly, people find me charming. I'm not lying. I'm very sorry. That's why I said there was no insult to your intelligence. Sometimes my mouth just goes a little too fast. I also called you handsome.
Zan is still just handing her the coins.
Is this enough? Is this enough?
Oh, they said something else. Here's another.
So by the time you're done, you've handed over 8 soul coins, which is a small fortune.
How many do we have left?
I'm gonna roll a d10 for that later and figure that out.
Okay.
This is what happens when you sass your DM. And the NPCs
And the poor Dragonborn who just wanted to sell us poison.
Wow, we started off so well.
I can tell who's played Dragon Age and who met Zevran. All right. So you get out of there just 8 soul coins lighter. And you just, when people are tired of you, when you go in a shop, you don't buy anything, or you don't buy enough for the amount of time you spent in their shop.
Mm-hmm.
He's just like, are you done?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Are we done here?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes, thank
What?
you. And tell your wife she is also lovely.
Oh.
You mean my
She meant husband. She meant she meant
husband.
She meant
And I'm,
husband.
like,
Partner.
shuffling an ice out the door.
Just like I'm being shoved.
Trailing the end of the group, Archon just turns around and just says, thank you. Sorry.
It's like
Thank you-
Ellen is
thank
trying
you-
to do
thank you for the
damage
equipment.
control in the wake
We
of
are
Anais.
so sorry to have troubled you. We are on our way to Fort Knucklebone. Have you heard of it? It would get us out of your hair very quickly if you had any information that would help us move away from your store even faster.
Well, if you've heard of it, you should know how to find it.
We do know how to find it. We've been given directions, but we don't really know much about it. As you know, we're new here. Okay.
Fort. And considering how charming all of you are, I doubt that you'll actually make it inside the fort. Good luck. Goodbye.
Great. I think that went well. So we make our way back to the war machine then?
Yeah,
Yes.
Anais was already in there with Tally, just like,
All
girl,
right.
I fucked up again.
Again, I keep telling you.
I don't understand. Like, it used to work on humans and stuff. They'd be like, she's so cute and quirky. We now worship her. And now
Yeah.
everyone here is just like,
Tally reaches out and pats Anais's hand and is like, I don't know that it worked that well on humans.
no.
Oh.
Oh, when this is over, I'm not talking to any of you again.
So, with that happy note, are you all going to survive the trip to Fort Knuckle?
I don't know. Archon's still mulling over the if you can get inside
Yeah.
for Knucklebone. Like, okay, this is new information. It is perhaps guarded. So something to think about when we get there.
Mm.
I mean, it stands to reason it is a fort.
Yes, now that you say it, yes.
Nobody said it was. I mean, look. I mean, it could have been historic. It could have been ruined. It could be like a tourist trap. I didn't know it was an actual live
destination.
Just-
Look,
There
where I live,
tourists.
we have like 15 forts, none of them active.
Remember, remember, this is not dungeon crossing. You're not about to go murder a bunch of orcs.
They started it.
I'm curious. While they were all inside,
Yes.
there were some people mixing around the car, and Tally was probably trying to talk to them and seeing what information she could get about the fort out of them.
Sure. Give me either an investigation or persuasion checks.
Ooh, nat 20.
Yay. All right. And on top of that nat 20, do you have any bonus?
2.
So that is a critical success. Oh boy, you're gonna get all the information before you even get to the door. No, it's not bad. So
She got all that by
Tally-
staying in the car. Dang. Like, dang.
So Tally staying behind to watch the car and chatting to people who kind of came out, like when you are new in a town, you stop at a gas stop and people know that you don't belong there. And they just kind of give you that look, except these people were bold and came up to the war machine. Tally was very charming and very sweet. And she happened upon 2 off-duty soldiers who work at Fort Knucklebone, but they're in an off week out of like several months. And she just charmed them into giving a lot of information about the fort. The main thing is that it is a very active fort. There are soldiers. People live there for a few months, then go home if they live close enough, and like have 1 or 2 weeks home. So it's kind of like months on, weeks off. There are rotating Aarakocra and what are the other birds in D&D? Kenku guards that go on off, and they get guard duties, so they can also kind of fly around, check the perimeter, and there's no chance of really getting flanked very often. There's always 2 guards on duty. The doors to the fort pretty much stay open, but you have to pass through these guards. You have to tell them your business. And if you can't answer that, well, then there is kind of a homage / demonstration area of people who fail to get in the fort that you will see if you either pass by or you fail checks to let you in. It's a very bustling place. There's a couple bars. There's a military that's there. Why hell needs military? No one has bothered to ask this question. It's just a very active fort, and there are several levels to it. And the rumor is that there's an underground warren to Fort Knucklebone, and that demons, devils, and other creatures are supposed to be down there. Anyone unlucky enough to have to go down there and look for records, put stuff in storage, may or may not come back. You drew the short straw in the office pool, you may not come back. So yeah, Tally got a lot of good info. So now you know that there's going to be a pair of bird, either Aarakocra or Kenku guards once you finally get there.
Okay.
It didn't sound like they were fond of the demons down there. So maybe we could just tell them that we're here to exterminate?
I'm going to let you all roll persuasion when you get there and see how that works out for you.
Okay, well, let's get there first.
Yes.
Yep.
You still haven't found the bird landmark. So,
oh boy.
Yeah, you stopped the first town you saw. It's like when you do a road trip, and there's always the one person, usually me, that's like, I know we just started this trip, but can we just make a rest stop? Usually me. So yeah, unless there's anything else you want to do, or if you want to try your luck at the market, not the bar, you all can pile back into your war machine and carry on.
I think we've overstayed our welcome.
Again.
At least 4 of us have, yes.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. So you all get back in the car. Tally and Anish, you're still driving?
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to roll and then see if anything else befalls you.
Oh,
on the way
no.
there.
Oh, we love a random roll. We do.
Oh.
We love a random roll.
And I'm using one of my new favorite metal dice.
Oh, what a satisfying
Solid.
sound.
It is solid.
Yes.
It is.
I love
it is
that.
grass.
Oh,
And you all are very lucky. It is a low roll, so nothing
Yay.
befalls you.
oh, blessings.
I have never seen people so excited for a low dice roll.
We so
And
far
honestly,
have
we're like, let's just have a War Machine party. Like, why are we
Yeah.
going to this fort?
I
That
mean-
sounds stupid.
it seems like a given, but we are simply not having a good day in Avernus.
No.
well,
Fair, very fair. You are not having the best day in Avernus. It is true. So you get to the bird. I'm sorry. You get to the bird landmark, and you make your turn. And it's about another 30 minutes until you catch sight of Fort Knucklebone. What do you all do when you see this massive fortress in the distance? Except Annie's, who's on pedals.
Yeah. It's the only way you can get me shut up.
okay. Let's do this right. So, what are we saying, and who is saying it? We gotta get in there. This has been. It's like the day is like this. The story of some place and the year 2020 is never ends. So let's make a plan. Who's saying what? to these
I
people
don't mind talking.
It's
We
very
know.
important
I'd
that you're
rather
there on the
mind
pedals.
you talking, actually.
But
Well-
like not talking as me, talking in my fancy voice.
Nope. Nope.
Oh, no.
Nope.
I have to go with the majority here on the fancy voice.
Tally did make friends. Maybe we
It's
can
true.
maybe we can use those connections. It's a little bit of leverage.
You made friends with the people in the town you left.
But
But
we know
she's
people who work there.
Right. Now, when I say that Tally charmed them, they didn't give like their life story, what their job is at Fort Knucklebone. They didn't give like it's okay to message me with a scroll and a crow at 3 a.m. going, what are you doing?
I mean,
no
I
exchange.
think our bar for like communicating well with people is them not asking us to leave, though. So like Tally did great.
Mhm.
Honestly, yeah.
Tally is charming and is like, look, War Machine.
But
And-
but no,
and
that's it's fair. What is our plan?
We do have two of the most famous bards in the entire world with us.
I mean,
So-
Well, this
We
is
could do the-
Avernus. We don't
we
know
could
if
do the
they've
double
gotten our
act.
songs.
True.
Oh, of
We
course
can
they
come
have.
up. We come up singing from the War Machine.
Oh, a long time ago, I did one of these gigs where you go around to the different forts and you inspire the people, get them all riled up for whatever they're doing.
Mm.
We could be them.
I mean, we've done it before. A little
Sort
bit
of.
different, but it's the double act, the bodyguard, and the what did you two do? What did we say you two did?
so you want to
Um,
do
Makeup.
Right, of course.
you want to do the underworld singing organization thing,
Yes.
Yeah.
the
Yes.
USO. Got it.
Yes.
Got it. Got it.
There's the one. I'm so glad you got there because I was like, what is it? USO, what do we do?
Yes, that's exactly it. Quickly, can we make a sign to put it on the War Machine?
Yeah, of course we can.
Just getting the entire town together to write the musical in one night. Like, yes.
Can any of you do glamours?
I was
or-
gonna say someone needs.
I think
to
we
do
need some
glamour.
magic. We got some magic going on.
Maybe do magic.
Oh, I could fairy fire the war machine, make it glittery.
Ooh. I don't know.
Oh
if
my
I
god,
would
I
use
just
that right
had the
now.
vision of some of you hanging off the War Machine as a glittery thing that rides right up to the gates.
I can do.
Yes.
I mean-
I can do an enthralling performance.
I've got color
Oh.
spray.
Great.
We can
That'll get 'em.
Priscilla this war machine up. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay, so we want lights.
Yes.
I want to stand on top, and I'm singing.
Great.
Let's save that part until we get a little closer. I don't think you want to get outside right now.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't have a safety person.
Wow.
I'm
So
sorry, Tanya.
Her face is just like, what have we done?
no, it is. I've run this many times, and this is probably the first time I've heard the solution of getting into the fort. So we're running with it.
I need an oral.
Yes.
I need an oral history later of like the best moments from you running this adventure for various people.
Yes.
It's like a
You
test.
know what? You all can do this. What I'm going to ask you to do is, as you get about, I'm trying to think because it's hard to judge because I don't have a map in front of me. As you get about 10, 15 minutes out from Fort Knucklebone, you can pull aside and do all of this.
Great.
I'm debating if I want you to do performance checks now or when you actually start rolling toward the fort.
Oh.
I mean, there could be two. It could be how well we set everything up and then how well we actually execute it.
All
I can do flips.
I'll just throw Tally up into the air repeatedly.
So if
Amazing.
y'all are doing that, then who's going to drive?
No,
Yeah,
I'll
we-
drive.
yeah,
I'll
we-
drive. I have whack loads of deception. But I don't have any. I've got a bit of performance, but I'll drive. I'll take that hit. Tally can do her acrobatics.
All right. So, yes.
Yeah, I'm good. I've been watching you the whole time.
Okay.
All right. So this is where I need all of you to give me acrobatics, performance checks, and role play out this montage of glamming up this war machine.
Oh, this is the glam up, not the actual.
Okay.
Okay, got it.
This is the glam up, and then as you go up to the gate, that's when you all will perform. And
Got
if people are comfortable, I would love it if you actually performed that out. Well, Eugenio is a professional, so
Oh, dear. Well, that wasn't
So
good.
performance.
Worse, I guess.
yes, everyone give me performance or sleight of hand,
I will go.
since you are making changes to this war machine.
Mine's a 12.
The dirty 20.
But all I was doing was fairy firing the thing, so that's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dirty 20.
a
For
dirty
Archon.
20 on color spray. So it's very.
A 28.
Yes.
For just being there. That's Sayara's thing.
Yes, Sayara.
Emanating
there.
presence.
Oh, I love
Wait.
them. Yes.
Yes, Anais.
I got a 28.
Oh my God, yes. You were driving. You were like the
Right,
lead. You were
boss.
driving the marshal of the Pride Parade because you were such a good driver.
I got a nat 20 and I'm making the sign.
Okay, I need you all to RP this out because
Okay.
everyone rolled well past your checks. Please, for my own amusement and whoever is watching this, I need you to RP out this montage moment.
Okay.
In the background, you're not sure, but you kind of hear something that sounds like a one-off song made for a movie in the 80s. It's like it's faint in the background. And we all seem to be moving forward in bits. Like it's just we're kind of setting, we're figuring out. I finally cleaned off the window, so I'm kind of summoning the color spray on multiple sides, but like pointing outward. So it is very it's like the color version of an air horn. Pew 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 pew, like
Oh, so you're not being a dazzler.
I am no, because no one's singing yet. I need noise for that. Sorry, comics nerd.
Zan, I think Zan casts fairy fire on the car, and that is what it is. And then she spends the rest of the time just like doing her best to like, get her clothes right. And because she's gonna be the bodyguard, right? So she needs to look intimidating. And she like, gets herself all set up, and then she reaches down into the bodice of her armor and pulls out this black and purple flail. It's got a long handle and then a chain, and at the end of the chain is like a like a spiked ball, and that is her packed weapon. And she looks at it and she sort of, that'll do. Okay. So she's ready to be an intimidating bodyguard.
I so need fan art of that.
So I don't know how many of you have seen like either a queen who's late to a performance or like a singer who's about to go on stage and they're driving like while getting ready. Layers of the cloaks, because Anais kind of has this very like amalgamation of various layers because she is in essence a mistress of deception and disguise, and starts removing various layers to get down to something that's a little bit more chic, a little more glamorous, a little bit more sparkly, you know, taking some pomade and making herself all pretty, all kind of like singing a jaunty tune. But it's that has that controlled chaos of someone who's very dexterous and knows exactly what she wants to do to alter her appearance while not killing you all. It's like she magically gets 4 arms and is just doing all of this. And she seems to be mostly over her, I hate you all and I'm not going to talk to you anymore, because she's really excited to be dressy.
What is Sarah and Tally up to?
Tally is digging through a bag of holding until she comes out with a paintbrush that's kind of like tied to a stick, so it's like a little bit longer, and then a long piece of parchment. And she takes her time to paint out Sierra's name on this banner. And really it's just the letters of Sierra's name, but there's something incredibly appealing in the simplicity of it. You know, it's like an Apple product. It's it's something that's pulling you in. And once she's done with that, she like looks at her paintbrush a little bit and then pulls the stick out of it and puts it in her mouth and is like,
Okay. I can dig it.
Okay. So Ciara is they are getting ready for the performance literally of their life. Because this could be it. And so they are practicing the voguing. They are practicing the shuffles, the shimmies, the wig flips. They're just in the car, kind of getting in the way a little bit, but you know that it's for a good cause.
Driving and it's like, ugh.
Yeah, and there's just like wig
Sarah!
hair.
Could you not?
It smells great, but get it away from me.
Yeah, just adjusting, bringing that back down a little bit.
Smacked in the face with all this blue hair all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to take blue hair to the face. It's for the greater good.
Sometimes. Mm-hmm.
Greater good. All right. Your preparation has gone amazingly well. At once Ciara is ready, you can climb on top of the war machine and be ready to do your thing.
I do that. Yes.
Do you want me to do like little circles, or do you want me to drive straight? How can I enhance your performance?
By doing as little as possible. I really can do it all by myself. And if you do donuts, there will be dust. And I don't need dust.
Understood.
Not even stardust.
Not even stardust.
Okay.
So Sarah kind of, am I going through the window? Is the war machine still going? Are we taking a quick stop?
Quick stop to do this. Like,
okay.
You glammed up the war machine.
Okay.
And then so you can safely climb on top.
Okay.
Zan, whatever position you want to take as the bodyguard, feel free.
Yeah, probably up top with Ciara, just behind them, you know, menacing but not taking the spotlight.
Hold my feet.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
I was going to
Great.
say, we didn't have time to mock up like a harness or anything.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Right. Once everyone's positioned, it is all you all. I'm not going to make you all roll again. You got such great performance rolls.
Great.
Let those carry over and give us a show.
Oh, and we do. And we do.
And we do. And it is very
me.
good. I am not singing.
do you really? I mean, okay.
I
Let's see
said
here.
you don't have to sing,
Um,
but you do have one professional on.
Yes, but Zan is being the bodyguard and needs to be very.
But maybe
quiet
Zan
and
is really the
scowly.
voice behind Sierra.
Oh.
Is this a kind of lip syncing moment?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
That's
Well-
the secret. Sierra is actually.
That's it. Okay, so I kind of like nudge. I nudge Zan, and I'm like, now. Hit it.
And as with every performance
Mhm.
that we do this way, it just hold on, I'm gonna just get away from the mic a little. As with every performance of Sayara's that begins this way, it starts with just like this screaming guitar sound chord, and then just and then goes on from there.
Thank you so much for that.
You're so welcome.
That made our evening.
Unstoppable, untoppable. I love it.
And the guards have definitely noticed, and they are impressed. I'm going to roll for the guards.
Okay.
But I mean, I don't think there's a lot that's going to top that.
Keep doing it.
Okay.
One of my new D20s do not like me. You are
Oh no.
Yeah,
They like us.
We'll take that. We'll take that hit
That's
for
what
you
it
tonight.
is.
We will. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, like so thanks Kickstarter.
No.
Ooh.
Not actually Kickstarter, but they were from a Kickstarter I backed. They do not
Uh-huh.
like. They are not my friends today. Excuse me. So the guards who are out there, who are bored as bored can be because they work at a fort. What is there to do except like, yeah, delivery manifest, you go through whatever. They rarely get entertained. In fact, people kind of forget about them being there. And so the fact that all of this glam, glitter, and amazing voice has just rolled up to their front door, they are excited to get a live performance. And once you all are done, you hear bird wings
Oh no.
flapping. Not flapping, they're clapping, but it's like they're birds, so it sounds like they're about to take off anyway.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
really
they're
funny.
birds.
Amazing.
The bird just came and like got Sarah. Yes, our sacrifice is here for you.
Oh no.
Oh no. That would be so bad. Like, well, the adventure went over because we had to go rescue Sierra.
Oh no.
But you hear the clapping and they come forward and they're like, ah, yes, we heard that you were supposed to be here. You're a little early, but better early than the last performance we got, which were about a week late, and the men were grumpy. So come on in. The livery sergeant will take care of you. Make sure that your vehicle's put away. Is this all you have? You don't have instruments or?
Oh, I don't need any instruments. But also, here's my lyre.
We travel. We travel light. It's just it's safest and easiest.
All right. So they one of them flips through and like checks through the manifest. Like they're just so happy and so floored by this performance. They don't bother to check that you're probably not the people they're expecting and you're early. They don't care.
Great job, Sarah.
So
As always.
they valet park your bedazzled war machine for you.
Yeah.
And the livery sergeant comes down. It's like, oh, well, I think your rooms will be ready soon. And we know you're not supposed to perform for a few days. So if you go up the stairs, you can find the mess hall, get some food, and we'll be sure to find you once your rooms are ready. And, thanks for giving them a little pre-show. Our guards usually don't have much to look forward to. I mean, we are in hell after all.
You said upstairs?
Upstairs. Yes.
You don't happen to have any rooms downstairs, do you? We have one of our roadies is kind of afraid of heights, you see.
Well, your rooms, I'm not sure what floor they'll be on, but if you don't want to climb stairs, you don't want to be too high, there is a ground level mess hall. Yes.
Perfect. Yeah, we'll head that way.
All right.
Oh, just a question. How many floors are there? Just curious. Up, down.
No, I'm thinking. Very few people ask that question. Let's see what the D20 says. Oh, great! This one rolls. I bought sandstone dice and I can't read them. There are 9 floors total.
And I mean, strange question, but you know, we're entertainers. You'll have to get used to our little ways. We'd love to know. You said the last performers were a week late. We'd love to know if there were anyone we could talk to about maybe records about their last performance. We really want to know what we're up against. I mean, we want to entertain, but we would love to know how to make sure that we best, let's say, the last bit of entertainment you've had.
That's a strange request.
Ego.
I mean,
Ego, what are you going to do?
Did you do a satisfaction survey? Are those records anywhere?
a satisfaction.
Things seem very organized down here. We thought maybe you had a spreadsheet or a...
Have you not? We carry those with us. So we're like, no.
The S in Sayara stands for satisfaction.
Yes, we have records of the last group of performers. It's a very strange request, but I guess it's okay to let you see the records.
Oh, thank you so much. Where are those?
So just so you know, there's vermin in some of the storerooms.
Uh-huh.
So if you see a rat, please don't scream. Or, you know, we have been known to have snakes on occasion.
Uh-huh. Oh, but no birds, of course, right?
I would have.
Aviophobia is rampant among us.
You've honestly not seen the contract writer, but very specifically, no birds.
Yeah. Is there
Anything that can go
Mhm.
high.
Yeah.
Problem.
Just don't hit any random vases. There may be a snake inside.
Ooh.
I'll walk you down there to the door and make sure you all have torches. And someone will come make sure you're ready for dinner.
Great.
In a few hours. Just be careful. We already pay a lot in insurance. I mean, we're in Vargas.
God, I bet those premiums are hell. Oh, sorry.
That's the way to put it.
Ew. So sorry. Ew.
It had to be done. It had to be done.
It had to be done.
I don't know what to do with you all anymore. So this very confused livery sergeant gets torches, make sure everyone can see, and he leads you down a couple flights. You hear the squeak of rats and other creatures in the dark areas of the hallways. And he leads you down a corridor to what looks to be like a giant doorway on the left and a few regular sized doors on the right side. He's like, the one with the rune for Tiwaz, the rune, and the rune for, I can't remember. I forgot this stuff when I was alive, but it looks kind of like a C. Those are our records rooms. Go enjoy them. again, somebody will be down here in a few hours to make sure that you find your way back since you're near the fortress. And if you hear anything, if you find any snakes, you get bitten, come back immediately. Hopefully you can find your way back. If not, we'd hate to lose performers as soon as they got here. And he gives you all in one last kind of quizzical, very confused look before he leaves you to your druthers.
Well done, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Once again, another amazing performance by Sayara.
Which they say literally anytime they do anything, so we're used to hearing it.
Yes, absolutely.
What are we looking for in the record room?
I think he
I
just
just
wanted to be
I
down
just wanted to
here.
get us downstairs.
Yeah.
She said that it would be on the bottom floor.
Way down, I think. Yes.
Mm.
Well, you don't know that you're not on the bottom floor now, do you?
Well, right.
Well,
We-
we know
so-
there's 9 floors.
And
Hmm.
that apparently there were some like warrens or something, rumored warrens underneath the fort. So we probably gotta
Right.
find our way into those from the bottom floor of the 9.
So have we been essentially left on our own at this point?
Yes.
Blessings. Yeah, I mean, I guess let's look around and see if. Well, anyway, Zan has a feeling that it's lower than the bottom level, so she'll look around to see if there's any, trapdoors or something that would lead lower.
Okay, everyone give me an investigation check. Obviously,
Yeah, not nice.
if you have any, use any bonuses you may have.
Just a 12 for Zan.
16.
Did you both get 16?
No, sorry, I got a 19. Sorry.
16.
5.
Proud of you.
Good effort.
33.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
I love a rogue. I love a high level rogue.
Wow.
The Anais can see back to the mortal realm.
I'm sorry, I rolled really well. And
No, it's fine. It's just
Great.
It's just
Amazing.
it's high comedy.
Love that roguish expertise.
So I was trying to find a way to fit an Assassin's Creed joke in there, but I can't. But Anais, as you're looking around, you've got your torch, you're looking around, and you notice the outline of what seems like a sealed archway. Something about it makes you realize that there must be something behind it. And as you get close to it, you see that there's actually a mechanism carved into the door.
Oh.
So it's not like I found an archway, but it's sealed off. We can't do anything. This is pretty much like if you pull on it, something will happen.
Just kind of silently, wildly gesturing at people. Door, there's a door.
Oh, look, a door.
Oh, where did that go
Has
from?
that been here this whole time?
Oh.
Yeah.
Wild.
Mm.
So from what I can tell, look, there's like this kind of mechanism and it seems relatively straightforward, but the big question, do I pull it?
Yes.
Yes.
Not like that.
Yes.
Okay, so Anais will carefully put her gloves on. She also still has her tools at the ready in case she needs anything. She'll do one last sweep over to make sure she doesn't see any like hinky bombs or anything, and then she will attempt to open the door.
Okay, with your 33, I doubt you would have missed anything.
I don't know. I rolled a 33, and these people have been messing with my self-esteem all evening. So,
Aw.
Well,
We
you're
so
the,
does.
one, you're the only one that has found this door. There are no traps. There's nothing except a handle that you can pull.
they probably thought that no one would find this. So, open it.
You successfully open this door, which hid this further hallway from you all. And it's hard to see, but toward the end of the hall, there's a glow. You know, like when you are on a dark street and you finally see streetlights when you're finding your way back to, like, I almost said civilization, like populated areas. So it's that kind of, there's light down there, but you're going to have to walk a little bit to get to it.
Do the elves or any other races that have dark vision see anything more, or just a glow?
Anyone who's an elf or has dark vision, give me a quick investigation check. It's not very high DC though.
18.
Dirty
21.
20.
So you can tell that there is something about this archway that is magical. The glow for both of you seems a bit more bluish. It's not torchlight. It's definitely some kind of arcane thing causing the glow.
Well, I think we've found the warrants, so now we just find the bird.
So you want to do this now?
I mean, we can take a moment to suit up and prepare, but they're going to be back in a few hours, and I don't know how far we're going to have to go to find this thing, and then we got to fight it. And
it's
okay,
we're not going to eat, so.
Okay.
Yes.
No, I said okay. We'll go.
Okay. Good.
Oh, okay.
All right, is everyone ready to go? Everyone's prepped. You have your poisons, unctures.
Well, I
and other
imagine when they
things.
were unloading things, we didn't allow them to take anything that was important, right? And we
No.
still have that on us. Okay.
Yeah, you've got your I wouldn't be like, no, you left your weapons in the car. Good luck.
You say that, but I've had DMs do this to me. Okay.
God, no.
Oof.
Oh no, that would be so dirty. You'd be like, well, you met the goose and surprise, none of you have weapons. That'd be so
I hate that. But you never said you brought them with you. Okay, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
all
so
right.
I feel like everyone would talk about me on Twitter so bad I'd have to know. No, you have all your stuff. You have your important weapons. Basically, what they packed up is like anything that would have been in the car, like the leftover glam stuff, the leftover signage.
okay,
The
cool.
random guitar that appeared out of thin air. Yes, you are all armed and ready to go. None of that stuff is missing.
Okay.
I will say Zan, as she goes down, casts a very familiar spell to everyone, and is very Elsa. She casts Armor of Agathis on herself, and like all of this blue sort of crystal ice stuff appears on her.
And what does that do for the benefit of both the DM and people watching?
It gives me, at this level, it gives me 25 temporary hit points, and anytime a creature hits me with a melee attack, they take 25 cold damage for as long as I have any of those hit points.
Well, okay. All right. Anyone else doing any kind of special armor, readying?
No spells, but Anais has had the presence of mind to carefully arrange the different arrows so they're all accessible, depending on what we may or may not encounter, and straps some of her leather armor on top of the fancy outfit that she had, obviously, because her insides are squishy. But that's about it. And she has the short bow slung over her back.
Okay. Archon, Sarah, or Tally?
Tally ordinarily has a sanctuary spell on her after a long rest until combat.
Amazing.
It's up to you whether that counts, because we did fight a dragon, but then we died. So it depends on whether the death counts as a long rest.
You know what? Death is the ultimate long rest.
Yeah.
So yes, we will say it as effect. And again, if you could explain what that means and what it does.
Yes, it wards a creature within range against attack, in this case Tally. So until the spell ends, which is until my next long rest, any creature who targets me with an attack or a spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. And then on a failed throw, they have to either choose a new target or lose the attack.
Okay. Make sure to remind me of that once you are in combat, because I will totally
Okay.
forget.
Okay.
Arcana Sire, anything special you're doing before you all venture forth?
No.
We're bards.
Okay. All right.
They
then.
are always special.
Yeah.
Wow. I can't wait for the post show. So you all head toward this glow, and it leads down. And it's a good thing you have torches, even if you have dark vision. It's dank, and it's like any other kind of far underground area. It's like dank. It's not slippery, but it's like, this is creepy, and in any other circumstance, I would never in a million years be down here. And as you're kind of wandering around, surprisingly, even though it was described as a warren, it's not meandering. It's not like a bunch of offshoots. It's going in pretty much a curve that seems to be following what you think may be the upper levels of the fortress at this point. And as you round what feels like the 20th curve you've come across, you see another glowing area, but this time it's not a door. It looks like a portal. It's just a magical barrier that is kind of pulsing red and blue energy. And you have to get through it, or you have to get into it to go further. There's no other passageways. There's nothing else.
Tally takes the twig out of her mouth and like throws it at the barrier.
It goes through.
Huh.
Are you gonna go pick that up?
Wow.
I mean, I thought it might like burst into flames or something.
I mean, it
But
didn't.
he didn't, so he's probably totally fine, right?
It's perfectly fine.
Yes, the inanimate object was fine.
Mhm.
I knew you were going to say that.
Okay, to be fair, we've been adventurers long enough, so could I make an Arcana check to see what I know about this thing?
Of course.
You would never know we are 15th level adventurers.
I mean.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's
Yeah.
a 25 Arcana.
Oh my God. You have retained Arcana even in death. So even though the twig was unharmed, Zan, you realize that this is part of smoke and mirrors. It's not going to really hurt anyone who goes through it. It's more designed as kind of a keep out thing. Because, well, there could be something beyond that barrier that's supposed to be kept out, or is it keeping something in? But you know that you and your companions can pass through safely.
No, this is a thing that I want to do, not that Zan wants to do. So nice,
Go for it.
it's fine.
Go for
We
it.
should. I
Go
was just
for
trying
it.
to decide who I was going to walk up behind and push through it, but no. But no, Zan will go and examine it and then confidently stride through it and pick up the stick and start chewing on it. And then oh my God, it tastes like a stick. This is terrible. Here, come on, we're fine. We can go through this. Here, and hands it back to Tally.
It's for the visual.
Okay. So everyone, are you all passing through?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So you get through this barrier. And as the last one of you passes through, you don't hear a noise. You more get that sensation that something is watching you. And in the dark, regardless of your dark vision or ability to see, you see two glowing eyes, way higher than you think they should be for what you are looking for.
No.
I don't like
Yes.
this.
I don't
No,
like
not
that.
like
Yes.
this. Not like this.
Oh, yes, like this. Absolutely like this.
Spread out. Here we go.
Don't we want to talk about a plan? I thought we would have like a room so we could argue a bit.
Like a green
Well, you're-
room?
That is essentially our aesthetic.
So you're in a
True.
room. You're in a room, although in the room with you is a terrifying, demonic, no good infernal goose. And you have stumbled into its lair.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Who notices the goose first?
Who walked in the room first?
That would be
Oh,
Zan.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that would be Zan.
Mm.
Found it.
Hmm. And the goose knows it is no longer alone.
Oh, no.
You
Um,
hear yes.
Oh no, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. You finish first.
That's okay. You see the glowing eyes blink slowly. And then you hear the most horrific screech that you've ever heard in any of your lives or unlives. If you've ever heard the scream of a goose, magnify that and add an infernal filter.
Oh.
That is what has greeted you in this room.
That's awful, and I don't like it.
I
feel
have a
bad.
suggestion. We should kill it then.
Are you going to do anything, or are you just going to enter combat?
That's why I was trying to shout at the group, but I actually don't have any ideas. So she's just like,
Good.
what? But what are we doing?
I think we're
Well,
killing it.
We're gonna fight.
Spreading out?
Spreading out because it
I mean-
breathes the fire.
Does anyone here speak Goose? I just needed to ask ahead of time.
No, that's a fair
We're
question.
druids when you need them.
Truly.
Honestly.
I can understand all spoken languages. Does Goose count?
More of a
the-
honk.
Yeah.
So the goose can't really talk.
Okay. I think that's probably better since we have to murder it.
I mean, the goose is already designed to be terrifying. Do you really want a talking goose?
No.
No.
Well, because the thing is, like, we told Raven Lady that we were going to kill it. So
Mhm.
talking to it probably won't
No.
help us at all. But do we have like a plan, or are we just all like, yo, going at it?
I think without really knowing, other than it breathing fire and being I don't think I can stress this enough, very large. I don't know how to make a plan for it. Does it bite us? Does it peck at us? Does it honk at us and cause fear in us? I don't know. I can't make a plan. I don't know what it does.
Gooses
While
was-
you
are
all are
known
trying to
bite.
plan,
Mm.
the goose trumpets once more, and I need
Ooh.
everyone to roll initiative.
There.
Oh, there it is. I was like, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
For once, these dice better be good to me.
Is initiative just a D20?
Yeah.
Yes,
plus-
and the goose rolled a nat 20.
Plus dex.
No.
My one good
Oh,
roll
goodness.
tonight, the goose has
Oh,
rolled a nat 20.
well, you know what? I'll take it on initiative.
I'm a 21.
Oh,
Is
good
that a nat 20
Lord.
or dirty
Mm.
21?
No, it's a 21 dirty. Yeah.
Okay. What does everyone else have?
I rolled a 12.
Well,
Okay. Can someone do me a huge favor and write in our chat your initiative?
All right.
Of course, I put paper in front of me and then don't have anything quickly to write on.
oh, tally with the
Oh no!
Yeah.
Tally.
I rolled a nat 1.
Oh my god. Okay, I get to inaugurate this notebook with initiative.
Yes.
Um,
Which notebook is it?
it is the Get Shit Done notebook.
Yeah.
I wrote good instead of goose. Good job, me.
Get the
s-
goose done.
Get the goose done. So the initiative is the goose, Sayara, Anais,
I think Archon has.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Zan.
no.
Yeah,
I rolled,
Zan's higher.
I rolled a 21.
Okay, so between Sierra and Archon, what is your dexterity? Who has a higher dex?
I have a 15.
I have a 13.
Okay, so it'll be Sierra, Archon,
All you.
Great.
Great.
Super.
Zan,
Uh-huh.
Anais, and poor Cara. Callie is last. The nat one is a fail.
She was
Okay,
very
all right.
frightened
Now.
by the goose
That's
noise.
right. Yeah, you got to get the bad roll out now. And
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes. So Zan, because you wandered in first.
Oh no. Yep, bring it on.
And what is it your oh that's right. I'm not attacking Tally, so it does not apply here.
Right.
So the goose is gonna try to take a bite out of you, Zan.
Ooh, yep. Bring it on, Goose. I don't know. I'm spilling air. I don't know.
Okay, that's a good. That's
Does a 21 hit you?
Yes, a 21 hits me.
Wow, grumpy.
Wait, how do you know if it hits you?
Your armor
Your
class.
armor class.
Mercy.
Boku.
Did you get the bonus to your AC from the
Your
Ice
frost
armor?
stuff.
It doesn't
Or was that
actually
hit
increase my
points?
armor class. It's just going to be temp HP. Yeah.
Okay, well you'll probably need it because
Oh boy.
Ooh.
That's what I like to hear.
I haven't rolled yet, but I do get to roll two dice plus 4. So
Okay, well.
I bought these dice and I can't read them. I am
But I bet they're lovely to look at.
they're beautiful. I just can't read them.
Who needs to read dice
Um,
these days? They're pretty.
Truly.
Take 11
Yeah.
points of damage.
11.
But doesn't it
all
also
right.
give him doesn't also give
Yes, the goose can take 25 cold damage for biting me. Thank you very much.
Oh, oh.
Well, now I feel bad.
No.
Aw.
Avernus
Don't
PETA.
feel bad for the goose.
Avernus
not that
PETA is
bad.
calling. We have Sarah McLachlan doing a commercial for the goose now. I am not okay with this.
No.
Not
Oh.
Sarah McLachlan.
Oh god.
In the
So yes.
arms of an angel.
All right. So Sierra, you're up next.
I sure am. So Sarah pulls out their instrument. It's a lyre. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. And does a couple little chords. And I am going to use my Mantle of Inspiration, which as a bonus action, I'm spending one of my bardic inspirations to grant 14 temporary health to everyone but myself.
Oh,
Aw.
nice.
Because I'm generous like that. Which
All
is
right.
not really fitting.
Fair.
And so that's a bonus action, so I still also get to do something else, right?
Yeah, and so just for if you take a bonus action, it's usually your action then your bonus.
Okay, so I'll play my music notes after.
I mean, we're just gonna say people got the extra HP.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
So what you doing?
I am going to cast Tidal Wave, and I'm gonna try and wash the goose away.
Yes.
So before you do that,
Mhm.
you are in a room.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So can I know a little bit more about the room and the goose?
Well,
So question, what is the AoE range on the tidal wave?
So I can do an area up to 30 feet long, 10 feet wide, and 10 feet tall, but like up to. So I can choose.
Oh, okay.
So I'd like to have it be the goose's size.
That's
would
a
like
big
a-
wave.
A goose-sized tidal wave.
Big goose.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Go for it.
So Sierra kind of does a little bit of a shimmy, like a little bit of a shake. It's a bit more graceful, if you can imagine that, and kind of gestures towards the goose, and this large kind of wave comes rushing from somewhere at the goose, and the goose needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy. It's a giant goose. I don't know how dexterous it is. It's not dexterous, and it's suffering from cold from Zan's counterattack. So yeah, the goose is not doing okay. What happens when the goose fails?
So it takes 4d8 damage.
Oh Jesus.
That's a
Shall-
lot.
Well, I'm using my
Yeah.
eighth. I'm using my
Well.
8th spell slot.
It better do some damage.
Come out swinging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it only did 13 damage actually.
That's still a lot of damage. Because
Okay.
remember, it just took 25 from
Sure. Yes.
from Zan as a counter.
So now we've got a wet goose, and then I do my little song, and everyone gains some more health.
Yes. And you said how much damage was it? 11?
13.
Okay. All right. Archon, you're up next.
Okay, let's see here.
Oh, and sorry, it's also knocked prone. So
Does that work
Oh.
against that
Can
size
that work against
creature,
giant?
though?
Does that work against giants?
I mean, if it's a big enough wave.
Hmm.
As long as the spell doesn't say it doesn't.
It can.
It's
The
a
wave
big
can be
enough
up to 10 feet tall. Is that enough to knock a goose over?
Let's say it's staggered and stunned on the next round.
Cool.
So, because if a goose that size fell, even with the room being a fairly large room, it would not be good.
Great.
I hadn't thought about that.
So when we get to the top of next round of initiative, the goose will be stunned as the effect of getting basically frozen and drenched in succession.
Okay.
Poor thing.
Yes. It is an unhappy goose.
Fly south for that. Haha.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I think I'm done.
Trying to
Sorry.
pull. Yeah, try to pull up my spells. Hold on. Okay.
You can do it.
Yeah. Like seeing the size of this thing, seeing the like everything. Archon is basically like he's pulling no punches. He is he kind of looks like a little bit like he's not happy to do this, but he's going to, and he starts he kind of starts rubbing his hands together and then just points at the goose, casting Witch Bolt.
Yes.
And what does Witch Bolt do?
Witch Bolt. A beam of crackling blue energy lances outward toward a creature in range, forming a sustained arc of lightning between me and the target. Ranged spell attack against that creature. And hold on, what do I need to... Wait a second. I'm trying to see if there's a saving. On a hit, the target takes 1d12 lightning damage. I'm casting it at a higher level. And on each of your turns for the duration, you can use your action to deal 1d12 lightning damage to the target automatically.
Love that spell.
The spell ends if I use my action to do anything else, or if the target gets outside of range.
Okay, so is it just roll against my armor class as the goose?
I'm guessing so. It doesn't have anything here about saves, so let me do the thing. Hold on, let me find the button.
The button.
I know I gotta push the button.
Button.
Where the button?
I'm
Did you find the
clicking.
button?
I'm clicking the dice, and there. Come on. Roll well.
Or
Virtual
goose.
dice,
Do
don't
it.
treat me wrong. 30 damage.
Oh.
What?
Wait, 30 damage or 30 to hit?
30. No,
What did
I'm
you-
sorry.
what
Oh, I'm
did you
sorry. Hold
roll?
on. To hit,
Allie,
to
you
hit,
and
to
I
hit,
are
to
not
hit.
going to be able to actually.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I
Wait.
should do a hit first.
I know.
don't I? I should do a hit
Yes, you have
first.
to do
don't
a
I?
hit first.
Oh.
Okay,
Well, you better hit with 30 damage.
sorry.
Yeah.
New to this.
You good, you're good.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Oh, no.
Aw.
13.
Oh.
Does not hit our goose.
Oh well.
Okay.
But he's staggered.
Right, so there's still stuff to go. So basically, when we get to the goose's next turn,
I'm sorry, I
It-
didn't mean to sound combative. I was just excited.
We're just
No,
excited.
really.
I mean, we're in combat, so
Right.
it was fine. But it's like basically when everyone goes, the goose is going to be like, like in Street Fighter when there's birds around your head.
Yeah.
Yes.
Poor
Smaller
goose.
geese. Smaller
okay,
geese.
so
Yes.
Smaller geese are floating around its head. No,
I
that's
didn't
fine.
hit.
Is that
Amazing.
Ooh, boo earns.
is that the so now so you missed. Are you doing anything else, or are you staying where you are?
Let me quickly check. No, not right now.
Okay. So Zan, it is all you.
All right, so Zan is ready. She's got her flail. She holds out a hand towards the goose and just says, the Raven Queen sent us. And a sort of ball of black and purple crackling energy forms in her palm. And she curses the goose with her Hexblade's curse. Which makes it easier to kill for me. Does all kinds of things. It lets me crit on 19s and 20s. I get bonus damage to it. I can teleport to it, except it just tried to bite me, so it's right next to me. So anyway, so I curses it, and this black and purple energy just sort of surrounds this enormous goose. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe the goose is too big, so it's just a little bit of it is covered by it.
I'd say it reaches at least like midway up the goose.
Yeah,
It's got a
which is really all I can
cage.
reach. Right, that's really all I can reach anyway. And then I will step forward and swing my flail at it.
Yes, you have surrounded in a Faraday cage of cursed energy.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. All right, so flail. The first one is a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that does hit it.
And the second one is a dirty 20 to hit.
Yes, both do.
Why don't I have D8s ready? Your guess is as good as mine.
Oh, you could have had a D8.
Let's see. Here's dice everywhere. Okay, so this does. Do you want me to split up the damage from the attacks?
Just give me your total, because doesn't it still also give me 25 cold?
No, that's only if it hits me.
Okay.
So that is 8 plus. So that's 38, 40 total bludgeoning and piercing and necrotic damage.
It.
This is a dead goose.
It's hurting.
Every time she strikes it, just like that energy just explodes out. I love it.
I've learned my lesson from this encounter. It's not going to be that easy to kill it, but y'all still put a hurting on it. Anais, you're up next.
Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is take cutting action as my bonus action and use that to hide somewhere around the goose. I'm not sure if there is the capability of like going up a little bit, but she does prefer to be a little higher with her archery. And
I'm trying to visualize this really quick. So there's some like columns kind of broken off, so you could climb up a column if you wanted.
Yeah, just somewhere that puts her like between her stealth and her cloak and being somewhere she's not easily detectable. And I had a question because I haven't played Fifth Dead in a while ever. Both actions that I'm about to describe are labeled as you can take it on any of your turns, but I don't know if I can take them together.
What are the actions?
So the action is cunning action, which is the one I'm using to hide.
Yeah.
If I can, I wanted to use my second action, which is insightful fighting, where you make an insight check to just sort of see whatever is around and what's going on. And if you succeed, you can use your sneak attack against the target, even if you don't have advantage.
Because that's 2 bonus actions before you've actually done a regular action.
Yeah, I'm thinking no, and I can save it for next round. I just wasn't sure.
So I would say either you attack or you do the first action to get a kind of tactical advantage. And at 15th level, all of you should have at least 2 attacks. So you could do like an attack and then use the other one to kind of scope out the area.
Yeah,
or you could do an attack and then hide.
Because of the situation the goose is in, is if I just like, do that free 30 feet, would I be able to get into a position where I could use sneak attack?
No, because the goose knows you're there, so no one's going to be able to sneak attack it.
Okay, so
Yes, Eugenio.
Sorry, just remember, Anais, that in 5th edition, as long as an ally is within 5 feet, you still get your sneak, and Zan
I
is
didn't
already
know
right
that.
there.
Okay.
I didn't know that either.
Oh yeah, they made it way easier in 5e to get your sneak. As long as an ally is
Okay.
within 5 feet of the enemy, you golden.
Cool. Then my first.
Okay.
Then I'm going to stick with what I originally said and use cunning action as my bonus action to like get out of dodge, and then I'm going to take out my bow and attack it.
All right. Do the thing.
Okay, so again, because I'm new to 5th ed, do I roll the sneak attack dice or do I roll like the bow damage dice, or is it like a combination?
So
of
you
both?
have to roll your attack dice first, and then
Yeah,
I'll
to
tell
make
you
sure
if
I
you will-
hit.
Yes, and then you will. I forgot. And then if you do the sneak attack, it's like a crit, so you would get double damage, right?
I don't know because they have two different. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm monopolizing all of this, but when I look at sneak attack, it gives me a different dice calculation than.
Yeah, because if you hit on the sneak attack, it's automatically a crit. So whatever you roll damage is going to double.
Okay, sorry. I tried to brush up on my 5th ed.
It's okay.
Ooh, 17 plus 9 is a lot. Hang on.
You hit the goose. You definitely hit the goose with that.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. Don't. The point is to kill the goose. Don't be sorry.
Right, which is you are doing a good job of that so far.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So
So,
whatever you roll for your sneak attack, double it because that is a crit.
that just seems like too many dice to me, though.
It's a lot.
It's
of
a
dice.
lot of
15th
dice. It's
level.
okay.
I promise.
Yeah, because it's 8.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, I got my calculator here because otherwise I'm screwed.
You're like at 15th level, you're 5 levels away from basically being a god. So
I just love a 15th level rogue does a fireball worth of damage on their sneak attack. That's bananas.
Amazing.
Yeah,
I love it.
oh, 20th level paladin is sick.
Ooh, love those smites.
Oh, also your wings.
Right. Oh, that's right. Like perfect form or whatever it's called. So cool.
Yeah.
32.
Yeah.
Yeah, the goose lets out a horrific screech. It is hurting. The goose is almost cooked. And next up is Tally.
So is the goose like right next to me or is it far away from me?
It's not far away. It's like maybe 15 feet.
Okay. In that case, then Tally is going to quickly do two regular attacks and then use her flurry of blows to do 2 more regular attacks.
Okay,
And
so roll me your attacks and I will let you know what hits.
All right. Dirty 20. Dirty 20 again. 22
Jesus.
and a 14.
3 of your 4 attacks hit. So give me your damage total.
Toe punch special is great. This thing has huge toes.
Goodness
She's got
gracious me.
so much.
There's a
Maybe-
lot to work with. There's a lot to work with. You're right.
She has a proficiency in webbing.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I'll see myself out now.
That is 44 damage.
Yes.
Gosh.
And yeah, as Talia punches, the ink on her tattoo like comes off of her arm and extends in like a mimic of her punch and just goes straight for the goose's toes. All of them.
All of them.
Amazing.
That's fantastic.
Amazing.
It's gorgeous.
So as you do that, the goose actually like tries to hop away from you, but because there's cursed energy going on, it's been frozen, it's been drenched, and it's already kind of stunned from previous attacks. The goose starts to wobble It's not dead, but it's really, really hurt and confused. It's not okay. And because it's still stunned from the first round, it just like weakly wipes at you all with a wing, and it so misses. It's just like ugh. And that brings us back to the top of the round with the goose having been stunned and unable to attack. And Ciara, you get to go first.
Hello. Okay, so my magical item that I have is the Lyre of Building.
Okay, what does it do?
It allows me to cast some fun little spells. So I'm going to play some more little notes, and I summon a construct made of metal, and it is there. It is an ally to us, and it goes immediately after me and obeys my commands.
Okay, so is summoning the construct your action?
Yes.
Okay, so what are you telling the construct to do then?
I am telling the construct to charge and try and I don't know, grab a goose leg.
Do you rip it off or just knock it over?
Oh, I don't rip it off. I just knock it over. Oh. That seems too much.
Wow.
Look, you said you were going for goose leg. I had to confirm.
No. Just trying to sweep the goose leg.
All right. How do you roll for your construct?
I have no idea.
Oh my god. So roll as if you were taking an unarmed attack, an unarmed melee attack.
Sure. Okay. Will it get my bonuses?
Yeah.
Okay. A 21.
You sweep the goose, and it's almost comical. You see the wings go up like someone slipping on ice. And it goes back, and because it's falling backward, it just goes back in this flurry of white and gray feathers, and you hear this horrible honk as it's surprised to be on the ground. And then the wings just fall like someone who passed out.
Oh.
Yes.
And the goose is now knocked down on its back, and it can't get back up again.
Should have kept that lifer alert necklace on.
I'm just saying.
Archon, you have a prone target you can't really miss. What are you gonna do?
Got it.
Oh dear.
That also, however, sounded like a challenge.
It really did, and I'm terrified. But let me see here. Oh goodness. Now I'm nervous. No. Oh geez. Okay, yeah. He's gonna do this simply because he's never tried it. He is going to cast Dissonant Whispers.
Yes.
Great. What does that do?
You whisper a discordant melody that only one creature of your choice within range can hear, racking it with terrible pain. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
Well, that's going to be complicated.
Boom!
So give us those dissonant whispers.
So let's see. It must save a wisdom. I think it's a wisdom saving.
Are you going to tell us what you say to the goose?
This one's really hard.
Well, you've never cursed at a chicken while you...
The thing is, wow. It's awful because Archon has seen everything that has happened to this goose that, it didn't ask for, and we just come in and kind of wreck its whole day. Yeah, he just kind of he kind of feels a little bad. He just kind of whispers.
Oh.
He feels a little bad, not super bad because we got to go home. It's but no, he's just Oh gosh, I feel like I had something for this and it's gone. No, he's just like I'm so sorry about this, but Goosey, come out and play.
So mad.
So I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry,
All right.
Goosey, but it's
Let-
going down to meal and
Amazing.
timber.
All right, let me try for this wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
I got it now.
Oh yes.
Wow. The new dice are not in my favor.
Oh my gosh, I was so afraid I was gonna miss
Like
like all my attacks tonight and be so embarrassed.
No.
No, and the goose is prone. It's been knocked over. It can't go anywhere. So the goose
Flopping
like
about.
turns its head. And it's not like it's crying, but it looks sad.
No. No.
Like I was minding my business in my crib
Oh,
and y'all just came in.
I mean, you're not wrong, but look.
I feel so bad.
Goose is like, what I do to you? Like I was chilling.
Do y'all want to go home or not? Y'all want to go home or not?
So the goose takes how
Sadly.
much damage? How much
Oh.
damage?
This is a lot. I'm casting at the high level.
It's a lot.
It may be the end of our goose, depending on what you roll.
It's a
Ooh.
10d6.
Oh,
Jesus.
love them upcasts.
So
Wait, I'm rolling the virtual dice. There's so many ones here.
Oh no.
Do you believe this? It's 30.
I can believe it. So Archon, how do you want to do this?
Yeah.
What? Oh no.
I will tell you all once we're done playing, but I actually gave the goose more HP. You all still wrecked it.
It's oh my gosh. It's really it's not even like the cool thing. It's not like walking away from a fallen foe. Like this goose has had water and curse and cold and been knocked on its ass.
Oh no.
It had its toes punched.
It has
It
post
did,
punched.
over and over.
It had like psychic screaming pain. Or he just looks at the goose. He kind of whispers his melody at it, and Archon's just praying it hits. And like after the goose just stops moving, he's kind of sad. He's like,
Oh.
but also turns to the party like, how much do you think you can get for the parts of this goose?
Harvest it quick. She's gonna come to take us home.
Can we take things with us?
I don't see why not. Put it in your bag
You
or
can.
your bra.
And Ice, while everyone's taking a moment, flips off of the perch she had and kind of dramatically stomps on the goose and like poses for a second and then flips off.
Well done.
Thank you, Anais. I needed an ending to write later. That was perfect.
You're welcome.
Do you think that we could still give the soldiers a performance, or?
You know, Tally, I was going to ask that. I was like, should we just like bag an eyeball and some feathers and then stick around and give them a show?
I'm trying to go home.
Yeah.
And when the Raven Queen shows up to take you home, it's going to be a one-way ticket. If you don't go, you get left behind.
That's pretty fair. That's what
And,
you get when you're a queen.
And almost by summoning her verbally, there is a dark, misty cloud that appears in the middle of the floor. And before you stands the Raven Queen.
My lady, your curse served me well as always, and we have done as you asked.
Excellent work, all of you.
Hmm.
And everyone survived. I'm moderately impressed. I take it you're ready to go home.
Uh-huh.
Please.
And she steps back away from you and for dramatic flair, snaps out her hands, does kind of almost like a fireball motion, except she pulls her hands apart and there's a glowing portal between them, and she lets it drop to the floor. It widens enough for all of you to walk through, not together, but you can walk out without bumping your head.
Arm in arm.
And she just gives you kind of a tip of the head. Your way home, I suggest you step lively.
Okay, be ready, because that dragon's gonna be there again.
She just
Okay, here
smiles.
we go.
Should we have a plan?
Do we ever?
Look who's singing my song now.
Do we ever?
No.
Don't die.
Do all of you step
Okay, we're
through
gonna
the
have to take that one off the
portal?
list, Zan.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yes.
Do all of you
Yes.
step through the portal?
Yes.
Yes.
You step through the portal, and to your surprise, it is a lovely green meadow.
Oh.
Aww.
It is not the cave of the sapphire dragon. It is not suit death and blood and ruin, but a lovely meadow where if you look down, you can actually see Faerun.
Oh.
You've been given another chance.
Aww.
Good, because I'm gonna find the person that told us to go in that horde and didn't tell us about the dragon.
First thing on me, list. The
Okay,
first thing on my list.
Like, how you forget a dragon?
Oh, they forgot the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna forget how to put my flail in their head.
Mm.
And with that, you all have slain the terrible.
I apologize.
no
I'm
good
terrible at
Infernal.
end.
That's okay.
Yay.
You have slain the goose. Congratulations.
Yay!
Yes, so that was fun. You all have put yet a new twist on this adventure. as I did it. So before we end, thank you for playing. This was fun. It was hilarious. I will happily do this again with any of you. And for everyone watching at home, thank you for hanging out with us. I hope that our shenanigans and silliness brought you some joy whenever you are watching this or listening or whatever you're doing as you enjoy our tomfoolery. Thanks to PAX for having us. And we're going to say our outros and bid you all farewell, no matter what time zone you are in. So I'm going to reverse the order, and I'm going to start with Brian.
Yeah, hi, Brian, Urban Bohemian, everywhere on the internet, variety streamer on Twitch a few days a week. Really happy to have done this, having a great time, and I hope everyone has a great virtual PAX.
Sierra.
Hi everyone, I've been Sierra Myst. I'm a queer drag content creator. You can catch me on Twitch at Sierra X Myst and on Instagram and Twitter as well. Thank you for watching, and thank you, Tanya, for organizing this as well.
You're welcome. Cheritomo.
Yeah, I'm Cara, also known as Cheritomo, narrative designer and variety streamer. So you can find me on Twitch or Twitter at Cheritomo. And yes, this was a great time.
Yay, I'm glad. Mae.
Yes, I'm Mae. I'm really excited that I was able to finally play 5th edition rather than just talk about it and use my hundreds of dollars of dice for mayhem and destruction. But yes, online I am _mermaid. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, literally any social media, including TikTok with that name. So that's _mermaid. If I made you smile, a follow would be genuinely appreciated. And take care of yourself in this crazy 2020 adventure. And remember, dance. Dance and sing to get what you need.
That's right. That's right.
Eugenio.
Hey everybody, I'm Eugenio. Online I am DM Jazzy Hands. I'm a variety streamer, podcaster, and game designer. You can follow me on Twitter at DM Jazzy Hands, and on Twitch I do stream usually role-playing games, narrative role-playing games on my channel there. Same, also DM Jazzy Hands. And this has been a blast. There's all new people to play with, which I love doing. Thank you, Tanya, for this, and thank all of you for watching. Do enjoy your PAX online, and please stay safe and please stay healthy and wear masks so we can all play together at PAX in person next year.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yes.
I have been your DM, purveyor of shenanigans and tomfoolery, Tanya. You can find me everywhere online as a Cypher Tier. I do love RPG content. I DM Rivals of Waterdeep, which is over on the Rivals of Waterdeep Twitch channel, and creator, creative director, and cast of Into the Motherlands. Eugenio is our storyteller, and we're almost wrapping what is hopefully our first season of sci-fi adventures and all kinds of goodness with a fun cast. But yes, find me everywhere as Cypher Tier. Thanks for hanging out with us for a whatever day of 12 Days of Max we're on, or whatever day of 2020 it is at this point. Thanks. Have a wonderful time and see you later.
Enjoy our tasty morsel to your advent calendar of cats.
And I am stopping recording.